crumbling down, and there's another riot in my heart. They started fires, I watch the flames go higher, and there's another riot in my heart. And there's panic on the streets as everybody rushes for the doors. And there's chaos at the docks as everybody pushes for the shore. Just like before, I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. There's a riot in my heart. The towers crumble, the mountains tumble down, and there's another riot in my heart. There's been explosions out on the ocean, and there's another riot in my heart. And there's panic on the streets as everybody rushes for the doors. And there's chaos at the docks as everybody pushes for the shore. Just like before, I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. There's a riot in my heart. 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 Mother says that we should stick together. When we're together, everyone lives better lives. Everyone survives. Mother says that we should do much better. We should endeavor to never tell a lie. It's tough enough, alright, but we know we will never get it right. It's too much, it's too hard, and we're too tired, so we don't even try. And we know that we're letting others down, but we don't even see them in the crowd as they fall down and out. Mother says that we should love each other, brother, sister, and every single soul. Everyone we know. Mother says that we should help each other to discover new ways of letting go of the pain we hold. But we know we will never get it right. It's too much, it's too hard, and we're too tired, so we don't even try. And we know that we're letting others down, but we don't even see them in the crowd as they fall down and out. Instead we live to hurt and punish all our enemies, pushing pain like pills, and pills are made to deaden me. Everyone is scratching, scrambling, and striving to get by. Fingers pointed, faces, faces we erase from these moments as we race for shallow, hollow victories. Everyone is scratching, scrambling, and striving to get by. It shouldn't be this hard to get by. Mother says, Mother says, Mother says, says that we should love each other, brother, sister, and every single soul, everyone we know. But we know we will never get it right. It's too much, it's too hard, and we're too tired, so we don't even try. And we know that we're letting others down, but we don't even see them in the crowd as they fall down and out. Mother says that we should help each other to discover new ways of letting go of the pain we hold. No, no, no.
Hey, so sorry, sorry everybody. In fact, hold on, wait. Oh, I forgot the time. I'm Douglas, so it's hard to motivate you. Yeah, man, it's and it's crazy because I've been listening to the Wheel of Time series, and so I don't mind taking Sue on walks, and so I've been taking him on like six like mile-long walks a day. And so I am getting out. I am getting out a lot. Yeah. Thank you, Rooster Bat. Yeah. I got to think up more. I got to think up more disgusting things I can write to compel people to hop in the stream. All right, so I'm gonna I feel these nipples. I haven't started, or I haven't warmed up at all today. Not my voice or my guitar playing. I've been just I've been a slacker lately. Well, in the mornings I've been a slacker. I've been getting up later because it's cold. You know, it's not freezing, but it's cold. I turn off my air when I go to bed, so it gets colder and colder. You know, and then I'm like, I don't want to get up. It's cold out there, and it's nice and warm in here. You know, so I'll put on a book. And or I'll put on I'll put on my album because I'm my biggest fan, and then I'll just kind of like doze for another. I didn't get a haircut. I just hopped out of the shower. That was why I was late. I was kind of fucking around, and I made. Apparently, Rooster Bat, it is terrible. Apparently, the cedar is through the roof, but because of significant cocaine use in my late 20s and early 30s, I no longer have allergies. So yeah, so that's good. So hey, go me. Way to be prescient, Mike. Oh, I'm gonna live in Austin. Apparently, the Native Americans that lived in this area, called Austin the Austin. They didn't live in the Austin area because they called it bad air, like whatever they're. So. Yeah. Yeah, you can, Edgymon. You can. It does. I do think it's over the course of I think I was abusing it for about a full decade though. So I don't know where in that decade that it went away, but. Thank you, Riley. How you doing? I'm going places no one else has ever been to. There's no end to the trouble I get into when I'm with you. I'm 3 steps ahead of all my sorrow, but I promise by tomorrow I'll repay you all the things that I have borrowed. I'm speeding past sunrise, racing through midnight. I try to slow it down, I'll come around. Never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Brace for an impact that I know someday must come. I've been on the run, moving faster than a freight train. No one can catch me and they daren't even try, 'cause there's just no faster guy. I'm alone on the highway, speeding
speeding past sunrise, racing through midnight. I try to slow it down, I'll come around. Never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway. Someday I promise to surrender. Someplace, somewhere out there is better. Speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway. Someday I promise to surrender. Someplace, somewhere out there is better. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Yeah, no, I've only had one good ketamine experience. When I was promoting raves in the mid '90s, there were a lot of a girlfriend of mine who was involved with my rave promotion organization. Was dating a veterinarian who lived in New York, and so he would mail her out these vials of liquid K, and then we would cook it down. And so there were a handful of times where I had little vials of K. And it was, for the most part, it was just never really pleasant. And then, the thing is, so I mean, it's an animal tranquilizer, right? So it definitely is gonna it's gonna shut parts of your brain down, and so the very first time I did it, we did way too much, and it was just awful. And I remember the entire time I felt like my skin was paper. I'm like, my skin's paper. Be careful. Like people would rub up against me. I'm like, you gotta be careful because you're gonna tear my skin because it's paper right now. I haven't cut my hair. I just hopped out of the shower, so my hair is not cut. It's still wet, and so it will dry over the course of the stream, and my hair will poof back up. But I did have one. There was one night. I did have one night, with a girlfriend of mine where we went out. And she was, and we just hung out all night long, and I had a little vial, and we just kind of kept doing little toots, and that was a lot of fun. That's the only time, because we actually kind of like didn't go over the top with it. So it's a huge disassociative, which can be fun, but yeah, too much is horrifying, and you think molecules are out to get you. Also, the molecules are tiny U's, and they just So I mean, and it's funny because the thing is like it didn't. I mean, I didn't. So and then every other time I would engage with it, it was in little tiny amounts, like I would have it and I'd be like, hey, you guys want to do it? Because I like things that tingle my pleasure centers, so I did not cut my hair. My hair is not cut. My hair is still as long, it is still as long as it normally is. It's just wet, so it will. Yeah, as you can see right here, it is starting to dry, and then you'll. I literally just climbed out of the shower. In fact, that was why I was late. I wasn't paying attention to the clock. I was getting some stuff done, and then I looked up, and it was 11:40, and I'm like, oh shit. So, yes, yeah. That's the really fortunate thing. Like my hair, as long as I don't fuck with my hair and I have come to an agreement. Hey, Seinfeld, how you doing, man? My hair and I have come to an agreement that as long as I don't fuck with it, so I can wash it. I can put shampoo and conditioner in it. When I climb out of the shower, I can run my hands through it just to get rid of any tangles, and then that's all I do.
And as long as that's all I do, then my hair is just my hair. We have an agreement, me and my hair, and my hair's like I'll look totally fine as long as you don't fuck with me, you know. And if I try to do anything, if I try to style it, if I try to like fuck with it in any way, shape, or form, it rebels, and then it just gets. So I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. So and I figured that out sometime in high school, and I was like, okay, and then ever since, and then if it gets too long, it starts to rebel. But yeah. But I have like I have about 10 inches of length of freedom, and then it starts to, you know. So, all right, let me see. What am I gonna play? Let me play some songs just to kind of get my fingers kind of. What?
Yes, I know it's hard, it's getting harder all the time. You put your back against the wall, embrace yourself and push with all your might. But nothing's moving, nothing's going anywhere. And you shove till you're exhausted, throw your hands up and you cry out in despair. Don't you ever give up. No, don't you let it get its claws into you. Those other motherfuckers, oh, what do they do? So let's crack open a bottle and let us tune up our guitars, and let us sing to the dying of the stars. Oh, let us sing for the songs that never get heard. Let's set it on fire and watch it burn. Oh, sing with me, make the heavens tremble with a song. 'Cause sooner than later we'll be gone.
There we go.
There's thieves and liars everywhere you turn. And the more time that you spend with them, the more like them you'll become, you'll learn. And I hate to say it, but I don't like where we've arrived. Where the rich keep getting richer and the poor, well, the poor, they just keep dying. But I'm just a broken songster, writing songs that no one will buy. I have no power to make things right. But here's another song, love, a song I sing with all of my heart. I know it's tough and it's falling apart. So let us sing for the songs that never get heard. Set it on fire and watch it burn. Oh, sing with me, make the heavens tremble with the song. 'Cause sooner than later we'll be gone. Let us sing away the pain. Let us sing a song that makes it all okay. Should I sing a bit too long? Oh, I hope you'll forgive me this song.
Hey, Shauna.
No, it's hard. No, it's hard. It's getting harder all the time. Put your back against the wall, embrace yourself and push with all your might. But nothing's moving, nothing's going anywhere. And you shove till you're exhausted, throw your hands up and you cry out in despair. But don't you ever give up. No, don't you let it get its claws into you. Those other motherfuckers, but what do they do? So let's crack open a bottle and let us tune up our guitars. Let us sing to the dying of the stars. Oh, let us sing with the songs that never get heard. Set it on fire and watch it burn. Oh, sing with me, make the heavens tremble with the song. 'Cause sooner than later we'll be gone. Well, that wasn't too terrible. I mean, it wasn't great, but considering I haven't practiced at all today, that's not too bad, right? Boop boop doop doop doom dum dum dum. Hey, thank you, Edgy, thank you, man. Thank you, Rooster Bat. How you doing? How you doing today, Shauna? I wanna live the rock and roll lifestyle. The rock and roll lifestyle is the lifestyle for me. I wanna live the rock and roll lifestyle, but the rock and roll lifestyle just won't let me be. I wanna live the rock and roll lifestyle. The rock and roll lifestyle is the lifestyle for me. I wanna live the rock and roll lifestyle, 'cause the rock and roll lifestyle just won't let me be. That's an old Vermicious K song. That's when we used to open our sets with that one. You know, I would start that out. Hey Elix, how you doing? Hey Cookie. That's awesome. Yeah. And then and then we'd all kick in. It was super fun. Man, yeah. So I think, it's really funny. I think that I might sometime in the next 3 years, because I've got way too much music to put out. Hey, awesome. Thank you, Cookie. Yeah, thank you. I think I'm gonna put out all of the Vermicious K, all of the really great Vermicious K songs. It's gonna be released as a Get Set Go. I have to talk to Rick and Pat about this, but it's gonna be a Get Set Go record. But it's gonna be before. I think it's gonna be called so it's gonna be Get Set Go, and then I think the title's gonna be before Get Set Go there was, and then a big Vermicious K. And I think because we've got all of these really amazing 4-track recordings. And they're just lying fallow. Like every now and again, I'll trot one or two out in this stream, and every now and again, like I had Rick and Pat guest on this program a couple weeks ago on a Saturday, and we actually talked about the music and we played a bunch of songs. But they're just, some of them are just, there's just so much fun, and they are literally like they're you can definitely see the perfect antecedents to eventually what became early Get Set Go, which eventually became mid years Get Set Go to now, So anyway, I don't know. But I already have 4 releases slated for this year, and then next year, and then 2021 is going to be. I'm gonna be writing this entire year, so that next year I'll have 50 to 100 songs to work with for the next record, and then I'll focus on that. But I won't have any other release stuff, so I might do I might do a release. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah. So, but anyway, I can't stop writing. Like it's what I like to do, right? I like writing songs. It's what I do, and I write a lot of them, and so. But I do think it would be fun to put out an album with all the Vermicious K stuff. But let me see. All right, so here's actually another really ancient song. This is one that was written with Vermicious K in Vermicious K days. There's always been more Space, 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 the matter can erase, erase, erase the matter, get you down. Cause you're never around, around, around. Well, I can say emphatically that I found the girl of my dreams, but she's sleeping. I found the girl of my dreams, but she's sleeping all the time. La 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 la. Hush, don't say a word. La 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 la. Hush, don't say a word. You can win, place, or show, show, show. So how's it gonna go, go, go when the right becomes a wrong? Well, used to hear this song, song, song. Well, I can say emphatically that I found the girl of my dreams, but she's sleeping. And I found the girl of my dreams, but she's sleeping all the time. La 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 la. Hush, don't say a word. La 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 la. Hush, don't say a word. Bum 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 down 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 down. God save us in a little book tucked away in a corner of the universe. God save us in a little book tucked away in a corner of the universe. I've been ill, I'm getting worse, my symptoms cannot be reversed, but when I'm with her I feel okay. I've been ill, I'm getting worse, my symptoms cannot be reversed, but when I'm with her I feel okay. I've been sleeping sound, sound, sound since you've been around, around, around. Nothing brings me down, so let it all come down, down, down. Well, I can say emphatically that I found the girl of my dreams, but she's sleeping. I found the girl of my dreams, but she's sleeping all the time. Hey, thank you, Shauna. Yeah, and yeah. So actually, he's closer to 4 now. He'll be 4. He'll be 4 years old on February. Thank you, Elix. Thank you kindly, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how much time has passed. But he'll be 4 on February 27th. So just the day before February ends. He'll be 4 years old. I can't believe it, man. Great Pyrenees. So he's giant. Like, he's probably about 150 pounds now. He's normal. The last time I had him weighed, which was about 6 months ago, he was about 133, 134 pounds. So or 132 somewhere, but he was 130, just above 130 pounds. But he's put on. I think he's put on more weight since then. So I think he's filling out, becoming more of an adult dog. But yeah, man. He's my buddy, you know, like he's my little. I've hair. This contact is screwing with me, and I have hair like flitting into this eyeball. What's going on with my eyes, man? And hey, Purple Sun, how you doing? In fact, that's so that song that's he's a boy named Sue, which is obviously a Johnny Cash reference, but we changed the spelling of the name, so it was like more like the Indian tribe. So it wasn't as kind of on the nose. It's still on the nose, but and then my ex and I, you know, so my ex and I got Sue after my ex Katie, she had a dog for 16 years, and we had to put him down. He was in serious pain. And we were talking with the owners of the company she worked for, and they were like, the best remedy for losing a dog is just getting a puppy, you know. And
Yeah. And it is Purple Sun. It's like he'll climb into bed with me at night, and I'll just cuddle up against him. And he's like one of those those gigantic like body pillows, except that he'll nuzzle me, and I'm like, oh, this is great, dude. I fucking love you, man. I love you, dude. I do. I would kill a human being for this dog. It would have to be a human being I don't know, but I would if someone was like, all right, you have to either kill Sue or you have to kill this person that you don't know. I'd be like, sorry, person I don't know. Sorry. Adios. All right, let me tune up real quick. I forgot to tune. Okay. Oh, hell, I'd kill a person I don't know for Sue. Look at, yeah, thank you. Sue killed this guy, and I don't know him. And, well, Sue must have had a good, yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, no, actually, and when I left for tour, for 3 months in summer 2018, and Sue started acting out in really aggressive ways, and it took me about 6 months to correct him of that. And so I think the next time I tour, I'm just going to take him with me. and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him with me, and I'm going to have him stay up on stage with me. I'm going to have him like kind of lay down like he is there, but I'm going to have him kind of lay down in the front of in the front of the stage, because I just think that'd be awesome, right? Like some guy rocking out, and there's just the dog's just like, doo, this is what I do. This is my spot. I think it'd be great. So fuck those venues that don't allow pets. Oh, I wanna touch your skin. Yes, I wanna break it in. Oh, I need to feel her weight, the way her body lays, her body on display. Oh, I wanna taste your skin and the secrets deep within, and the flavor of her sex, and the way her body rests, and the way her body aches. Oh, I need to know her flesh, and the softness of her breasts, and the things that make her sweat, and the things that make her scream. I need to know these things. Ooh, oh, these things I need to know. God, I've lost control. I've lost control. I need a fistful of her hair to hold as the two of us collide, and the fury that we share will spill from me to her deep inside. Oh, I wanna touch her lips with my teeth and fingertips. I wanna feel her body come, a quaking, shaking one, till we're spent and we're done. Ooh, oh, these things I need to know. Ooh, oh my God, I've lost control. I've lost control. Yeah, right on. Let me. Donkey Shane. Thank you, Edgy. Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know what I want to. So I'm just been. So if you so the request line, the request queue is open. So if you guys want to throw out any songs you want to hear, I can play them. Otherwise, I'm gonna play. In fact, I'm gonna play this one I kind of discovered just recently. So this is a song called "Come Do Anything." I just found this one. I wrote it. I don't know when I wrote it. I mean, it was written over the past couple years. Yeah. Okay, yeah, here. And you know, and oh yeah, so it turns out that I don't have as many songs as I thought I did. I have 200 and how many did I write it? I actually have I have 280 something songs in stores right now. I thought I had more like 380. Yeah, I have to turn off the wait. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, because I've got one. Well, I mean, I actually have more than that, Edgymon. As of Get Set Go songs, I've only got about 280, and then I've got the chat songs. I've got about 40 unreleased songs, and then maybe 4 or 5 covers. You know, so I know my song list is not completely up to date, but it's pretty close. I thought it was wildly not up to date. I did a tally of how many songs I had by counting my Spotify, and as I was adding, I guess I added an extra. I guess I added the 102 from the 3 MikeTVLive volumes. I added those in twice, and so I was like I have 380 songs. That's crazy. It actually turns out it's 287. So this is an unreleased song. Yeah. We lock up our hearts right from the start. Oh, we know nothing at all, and so we spend all our days hidden away, waiting for someone to call. Oh, we are alone, even when we are in good company, and oh, we are alone, sitting at home. Thinking on memories, old memories, and what are these old memories hold? We shutter the doors, we close them before any light can escape. We pull all the drapes, we sit in the dark, and we wait and we wait. Oh, we are alone, even when we are in good company. And oh, we are alone, sitting at home. Thinking on memories, old memories, and what are these old memories hold? Oh, just let them go and come to anything. Oh, just let them go and come to anything. Oh, just let them go and come to anything with me. We hide in the dark, never to start. It's harder than we ever thought. And so here we remain in the margins of days, trying to simply hold on. Oh, we are alone, even when we are in good company. And oh, we are alone, sitting at home, thinking on memories, old memories, and what are these old memories hold? Oh, just let them go and come to anything. Oh, just let them go and come to anything. Oh, just let them go and come to anything with me. So it's a song called "Come to Anything." I wrote it about people that isolate, because I have become basically a hermit since I moved to Austin. And really truthfully, if I didn't have to take Sue on walks, I would never leave my house. So I wanted to try to capture sort of that first off that idea of just like the not wanting to interact or engage with people, and then I wanted to at least offer an out, you know. So yeah, come do anything. Let me see. Beep 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 bump. All right, let's do this. Let's do this one. I'm this one on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just, it's I mean, it's not like I'm always, I mean, the thing is I keep myself super busy, so I often don't notice that I haven't interacted with a real human being in a week, because I do this, it feels like I'm interacting with humans and but
Once when I was a boy of about 9 or 10, I fell in love with the girl who lived next door. Every day after school she would wait by a fence, and we would play till her parents got home. And she would sing this song, it still gives me shivers. Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. There used to be this kindly old man who'd make us hot cocoa while we sat in his lap, and he made us sing the song that she sang, the song that's still here every day. He used to stroke her face while she sang this song. Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. One autumn day, she asked me to wait. She asked me to meet her at the top of the hill. And so I went, hoping to spend some time with the girl that I love. But she never showed. No, she never arrived. But this was the day that she died. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Every day for a year that we lived in that house, I would hear her singing in the middle of the night. And I know that I should have been very afraid, but I love the sound of her voice. And she would sing to me. Now I've been set free. Here's the song I sing for you. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy child of God. Mama didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mama didn't love me, Daddy didn't want me. Mama didn't love me, Daddy didn't want me.
Hey, thank you, Cookie. I'm very. That's always really exciting when people find the stream and are turned on. I have, because I have written hundreds and hundreds of songs. I've actually written thousands of songs, but I play hundreds of songs. And they kind of run the full gamut, and they're all mostly adult songs. They're not really designed for kids or designed even really for teenagers of middle years. The thing is that I deal with lots of adult topics, and so I know that so that often people, if they depending on when they show up, I might be playing a song that they're like, wait, what is he saying? Because I write a lot of songs that are kind of shocking if you don't have the right kind of sensibility, and so it's always awesome when people. I had 3 bad years in life. I had bad 3 years in my life. I had a break. Oh yeah, I'm happy you're back, and you might be in the perfect place, because I have written. I use my music to exercise, not exercise, but exercise, like demon, like get out of me, demon. Exercise all of the bad and the heartbreak and the woe and in my life, and so I'm happy you're here, and really edgy, really. So I say that, and then that's the song that you request. All right, well, I will play Jesus Christ We're Leather, which is one of my most lyrically offensive songs. It's in fact I can talk about that. In fact, I'll play another song that kind of works in the same vein as Jesus Christ We're Leather. In fact, I'll play. Hey, Bobcat, right on, man. How you doing, amigo? In fact, I'll play a couple songs to kind of give you an idea of how my perspective on all of this evolved. Good to see you, dude. How you doing, man? So one of the things that I really take umbrage with in regards to religion is that people often feel, at least or at least the people in my life who believe, who are ardent and strident believers, they think that prayer is enough to do good for the world, And for me, I feel like it's action, right? You need to go out and do the good, So if you don't pray homeless away, hey, do you need any help? Can you get to a place where you can sign up for a shelter? Can you get to a place? Have you eaten today? Can I buy you some food? Like I believe that's how you address problems, right? And so for me. And that's always been, that's been my, and then on top of that, like I believe that and I'm agnostic, so I don't believe in a God, I don't not believe in a God, but if there is a God, right? If there is a God, which it's entirely possible. If there is a God, for whatever reason, he separated mankind, or she separated mankind, whatever it is, or this entity separated mankind from the rest of the creatures on the planet Earth, because we have significant brains, we have the ability to communicate and share knowledge, and we have the ability, we have a planet filled with amazing resources. And the fact that we're not able to, the fact that we can't use this prodigious supercomputer on the tops of our necks to actually take care of not only all the people on the planet Earth, but also all the other creatures and the actual environment itself, that to me is I've written a number of songs about that idea of praying things away, and that idea of because it irks me, because the thing is because for me, I definitely see that at least the people in my life, that it feels to me like that it's absolving them of the responsibility of doing things, and the thing is, and of course I don't take a lot of action. Because I can't, I don't drive. I do drive, but I don't have a car right now. I don't leave my house very often. But the thing is, I try to build awareness, and if I do have any cash in my pocket, and I run across somebody homeless, I give it to them. It has I don't if they could be they could literally be a drug addict. They could literally be like, hey, I need money to put heroin in my arm. It doesn't matter. The thing is like for me, like like if they're asking for help, I want to be the kind of person that helps them out. So it's just Anyway, so I over my life I've written a lot. Not to mention a priest having authority to absolve you of doing something. Yeah, and that's exactly it. The thing is like the whole thing feels gamed to a lot of religion feels gamed to absolve you of your responsibility to take care of your fellow human being. And that breaks my heart, because the thing is, I think that's a big part of why we're a very well, anyway, yeah. Anyway, I don't get to anyway. So I'll play a couple songs. So one is called A Prayer to Doctor Who. Yeah. Well, yeah. No. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that like, and that's it's that's sort of middle school and that's and middle school and elementary school kind of behaviors, like strictures for like getting people to behave, and it's effective because most people don't really move beyond that. Most people, like, there's not a lot of like self-actualized people going, oh, maybe I really need to kind of just like, maybe I need to do right, not because I'm gonna earn a reward in heaven, or not because I'm gonna not because it's gonna get me accolades, or not because people are gonna be like, dude, you're amazing. I'm gonna do right just because it's right, because that's what I should do, because it's right. Like I don't want to not harm somebody because I don't want them to hurt me. I mean, that's a great perspective to have. That's maybe a middle school, high school perspective to have. But really, ultimately, the thing is that you should just not hurt somebody, because it's hurting people is terrible. And we all know that in our heart of hearts, like all of us in our brains, we understand that. So, yeah. If you. Yeah, and that's exactly right. And so yeah, and it is, and I do believe that you could be a humanist as well as somebody that believes in any faith, and I don't think that they are mutually exclusive. But the thing is, I do think that a lot of the punitive perspectives of religion get in the way of people taking care of each other, and it's just sad, But all right, here, so this is a song called Yeah. Yeah. In fact, that's I believe that I agree with that 100%. And and it's not all institutions, and it's not all like, but there's built-in punitive perspectives that are often taught to kids, and then that sets them on the path of like that. Okay, this is like, it's tit for tat. I do good and I get a reward. I do bad and I get punished. And the thing is like, and all that's doing is that's setting up that kind of approach to being a human being that you kind of have to end up deprogramming yourself of. And that's it. Just anyway. So, let me do. I'm gonna do A Prayer to Doctor Who. And then Bizarro will, I'll do Bizarro. So yeah, so I'll do. So both of these are sort of the same. They're basically the same song, just kind of tackling it from different perspectives. And then I'll do Jesus Christ for Leather. And then do I have a song? Hey, wow, awesome, man. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. So there you go. Thank you, Elix. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, I'm doing. So I've launched a Kickstarter. So I have. So people don't buy music anymore, right? Like, and I don't even ask people to buy my albums. Like, just listen to them on Spotify. Listen to them on Apple Music. The more people listening to my music online, the high. I don't think that Spotify and Apple Music and Rhapsody and Tidal and Pandora, I don't think they're ever going to pay musicians what they're worth. But right now, what they're all saying is they're saying, hey, the reason why we can't pay musicians what they're worth is because we don't have enough subscribers, we don't have enough revenue coming in, so we can't pay them what they're worth. And I know that's bullshit. But the thing is, I want to take that argument away from them, because I'd like to be able to point to them 100%, be like, no, you're just robbing artists, as every music company has done since the beginning of recording. You're just robbing the artists. So, but right now, their argument is, well, we just don't have enough revenue to actually pay the artists what they're worth. Although, believe it or not, Napster can. Like Napster actually, of all the places that you can listen to, have music heard, Napster actually pays the best, and they pay an order of magnitude more than YouTube does. So pretty crazy. It's always awesome. I'm not going to say just don't buy the record. I mean, if you prefer to own the music, that's awesome. But you don't have to. The thing is, like, and from my perspective, like, the more people I get streaming my stuff and listening to my stuff on the free services, the more I do see the advantages of a Spotify, right? Because I can literally tell anybody, I'm gonna be like, hey, right now I could be like, hey, my band's called Get Set Go, look us up, and because we have enough, because I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've had some success with film and TV licensing, and some success with MySpace, and some success with touring, and and some albums that charted, and because I have these things, I can say, hey, this is me, and it carries some water, and so people can look at it and be like, oh yeah, wow, he's a legit band, and this is great, and so I like that, because otherwise they can literally on their phone just look up the band and be like, oh yeah, oh great, you're legit, you're a legit professional musician. That does wonders, and so I do appreciate that, but they also have, but the price for that is that they completely strip mined my ability to make revenue off of album sales, so I make about a quarter of what I used to make, and I didn't make a lot of money. That's the thing, is I didn't make it. Yeah, and Bandcamp is great. Yeah, Bandcamp you get 80% of your album sales. So Bandcamp is, if you want to buy music, if they have it on Bandcamp, definitely buy it from them. But anyway, so I was saying, so no one buys music anymore. So I came up with these. So this is. So this is my first CD, right? So this is my very first disc. This is the musical album. This is my second CD. This is this is the actual album. And so what I ended up doing is I put together these songbooks, right? So these have the lyrics, the chord charts. They have stories about each song, and they basically look exactly the same, but instead of the actual CD, I illustrated them. Let's see if this is it's a toll-free call. Yeah. I now constantly pick up. I'm like, oh, hey, are you trying to sell me something? Oh, that's awesome. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm like. But so they're all hand illustrated, and then there's anecdotes and stories about what went on the songwriting of them. So and they're like hardbound, and they're beautiful, and so I've done 2 so far. The first record, second record. I'm working on the third one now. I'm not doing them in sequence of release. I'm doing them in order of popularity. So I'm doing the songs. I'm doing the songs that are the most popular. The albums that are most popular first. Because my hope is that I can get a bunch of them made and kind of like show people how awesome they are and how great they look when they're all lined up, and then we'll see. So this is a song called Bizarro World. This is off of my 2015 release. So this is again, like I was talking about with, so the verses kind of illustrate, these are problems that I see, right? These are correctable, fixable problems. So these are problems that human beings are actively, willfully ignoring, or actively, willfully trying to hide. And Sue, no, bud, come up here, man. Come here. Come on, bud. Get back up here. Come on. Hey, Sue, you get up here right now. Come on. Come on, bud. Get up here. Come on. No growling. Come on. Come on. Next step. Come on. And the next one. And there you go. Look at that. Look how that works. Locomotion. Puppy locomotion. So yeah, so this kind of puts in sharp relief. So these are all problems. So these were all significant problems in 2015. I think there's still significant problems to this day, but some of them, but some of the metrics have changed. And then the solution, and then the chorus is basically like, oh wait, hold on. Cookie. Life without music would be a mistake. Don't stop. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, and I won't. I promise you. I've tried walking away too many times. So yeah, see my hair that is drying is now starting to freak out. So here we go. But yeah, thank you so much, Cookie. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Here we go. So this is a song called Bizarre World. 20 little kids executed. Oh, shoot, you're right. Sorry, Bobcat. Thank you, man. Sorry about that, guys. And that's awesome, Rooster Bat. 20 little kids executed by some crazy gunman. 3,000 pederast priests touching little boys. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. 1% control half of the world's money. Well, 842 million people need food. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. If you're up there, can you help us, Superman?
I'm not normally a praying man, but if you're up there, please save me, Superman.
The quarters of the planet Earth is covered in water, but somehow there's not enough water to go around. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. Superman, if you're up there, set us free. Superman, are you there? Superman, hear our prayers. Superman, help us now. Superman, don't let us down. Well done, Bobcat. They go the polar caps, I hope you got a chance to meet them. They seem pretty cool, it's too bad they had to go. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. I'm in bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. Bizarre world. I'm in bizarre world. Superman, if you're up there, set us free. Superman, are you there? Superman, hear our prayers. Superman, help us now. Superman, don't let us down. Bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum ba dum ba dum ba da dum ba dum ba da diddly 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 Superman, if you're up there, set us free. Superman, I'm in bizarre world.
Superman, I'm in bizarro world. Superman, I'm in bizarro world. Superman, I'm in bizarro world.
So yeah, so you know, and that's you know, it's so funny because the thing is like, you know, so this is my thing, right? So if there is a God, right, and we all meet, and it's literally like the whole Christian judgment thing. So if there is a God, and you know, and all humanity shows up and God's there, you know, and people are like, hey man, why was it so, like, what was the problem? You know, like why was it that so-and-so had to really, really struggle and died an early death in misery and poverty? And why did this, you know, and I really do, I think that whatever entity would be like, what are you guys talking about? I gave you literally everything. I gave you gigantic brains. I gave you a planet full of resources. You guys could have figured this shit out. Like, you're just fucking lazy. Like that's effectively I'm figuring that that's going to be the response if that happens, you know, because it just, yeah, it breaks my heart, man. I'm like, come on. I think this might be that Bobcat. Sue is covered. I have no idea how or why, but Sue keeps getting these burrs that take like so much of his. So I keep seeing him like, I have no idea where the burr, like I keep him away from the obvious plants. Yeah. That's exactly right. You know, and I do get it. I mean, I do understand. We are, you know, like, we're not that many thousands of years out of the trees, right? You know. But the thing is but we have thinking brains, you know. All we need to do is just do a little bit of introspection. All we need to do is just do a little bit of, like, you know, not being so fucking selfish, you know. But, you know, I mean, maybe we're just at a period where there are different levels of, I hate to use the word maturity, different levels of human, like, or social awareness, you know, and maybe there are people that are more like socially aware and people that are not, you know, and then there are people that are very tribalistic and like, no, it's me and mine and fuck you, you know. Yeah, and that's, you know, that's the other thing that I think is an awful misapprehension, is that because people believe that there's an afterlife, and I'm not saying there's not, but I'm not saying I believe it. I'm not saying I don't believe it. In the same way, I don't pay attention to dinosaurs. I don't pay attention to Shanghai. I'm fairly certain Shanghai exists, but I've never been there. You know, I've heard about it. I hear that I hear that there are people from Shanghai. You know, like, I see it in the news. All of that suggests to me that there might be a Shanghai, but really, truthfully, Shanghai does not impact my day-to-day living at all. You know, and so until I'm interacting with a friend that's actually from Shanghai, and I'll be like, oh yeah, there's the, you know, like, things like, so it's the same kind of thing for me with the, but I do believe that believing in an afterlife absolves you of having to take care of this place. You know, and that's awful, because the thing is that, like, because there's going to be other people living here after you're gone and after we're gone, and we might as well leave it as nice as we got it, you know, or even better if possible, you know, and well, I have been to Belgium, Edgemon. So I've been to Brussels, which was a very scary experience. But I was in Brussels with no money, and I was trying to get over to the UK, and I had no idea how I was going to pull it off. Believing that this is all there should be. Yeah, no, yeah, and amen. And that's exactly it, Bobcat. Like, you know, like if you even if you have any doubt in your heart, like, the thing is, even if you're like, well, maybe this is. I mean, that's the Jewish belief, right? That this is, like, you know, that this is what God gave us, and our job is to take care of it, you know. The Jews for the most part don't believe in an afterlife. You know, this is it. Here we go. This is the planet. You know. So this is a song. So this is in the same vein as Bizarro World. This is a song called "A Prayer to Doctor Who," and it goes. Yeah, and that's I mean, Cookie, if all of us just tried to walk around doing the least amount of harm. Now, of course, we're gonna hurt. We're all of us gonna hurt people. We're human beings. We get frustrated. We get heartbroken. And we make bad choices because we ourselves are in pain. And so we end up sharing that pain. But the thing is that but you can always, but when you share that pain, you can always take ownership of that and walk up and be like, hey man, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt. Like, this is what was going on with me, and this is why I reacted that way. And I'd like to figure this out, make amends, and just get us back on in even foot. And the thing is, and just that alone is I have friends that I've never heard apologize absolutely ever at all. And they will literally go down fighting. They will never they will after, if you get in a huge argument and there's big and there's no apologies, they will over time, like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, they'll reach out and be like, hey man, what are you doing? And that will be, it's not an apology. It's just I've stuffed it inside, But and that's like crazy to me. Like, really, you're not going to take ownership of the damage you do to the people around you? And I get it. It's insecurity. It's their own insecurity, But it's just like, it's crazy. Like, really, like, all right, well. But here we go. So this is a song called "A Prayer to Dr. Who." Amen, Shauna.
Save us from Fox News. Save us from Justin Bieber. Save us from Wall Street. Save us from the Reaper. Save us, doctor, if you dare. 'Cause we're all dying here. Save us from the crooks. Save us from Facebook. Doctor Who, we're calling you. Doctor Who, we're calling you. Doctor, good doctor, can you hear us calling? Civilization is tumbling, it's falling. Doctor Who, where are you? Save us from the cops. Help us save our homes. Save us from the hate. Save us from our phones. Save us, doctor, if you can. 'Cause no one here has any plan.
There goes, right?
Save us from our jobs. Oh, save us at any cost. Doctor Who, we're calling you. Doctor Who, we're calling you. Doctor, good doctor, can you hear us calling? Civilization is crumbling, it's falling. Doctor Who, where are you? Doctor Who, we're calling you. Doctor Who, we're calling you. good doctor, can you hear us calling? Civilization is tumbling, it's falling. Doctor Who, where are you?
Doctor! Exterminate! Exterminate!
So yeah. So that's so I have over the course of my music career written songs that kind of point attention to the idea that prayer is awesome. You know, it is awesome, but the thing is it's not as effective as action. And so if you want to pray, great, do it. That's awesome. And that should help compel you and get you primed to take action. But if you're not taking action, you know, then what it's doing is it's just a balm on your perspective and your heart, and and that's really. And so for me anyway, it seems selfish, but that's just me, Anyway, so I wrote this song. This is back in the early days of my band. So I wanted to write a pro-humanist song, and one of the things that really rankled me was like people like Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King or Mother Teresa, or there are people that are in certain communities are lauded, and they're lauded because they did exceptional things, right? Gandhi is one, people that kind of like rose above their own human foibles to do good things. Now, it doesn't mean that they weren't human. Martin Luther King was a womanizer, and Gandhi too used to have young, like nubile girls sleep in his bed with him so that he could practice not being attracted to them. Just crazy, because we're all people. We're all of us. All of us are have weird perspectives. The thing is like. And all of us are kind of our time, But the thing is, it still doesn't change the fact that that all these people also did good things and inspired lots of people to also do good. But a lot of people. But I think that when we deify, when there's an apotheosis that takes them from being a normal human being to a superhero, I think the reason why we do that is because it prevents us from actually having to aspire to their level of engagement with the world, right? So if you make Jesus Christ, so if you ignore the fact that Jesus is a human, he's the Son of God, so of course he can do of course he can be as kind, of course he can take care of the poor, and of course he can take care of the meek, and he says we should, and yeah, maybe I can every now and again, but the thing is like, you don't. So this song was written way back in like 1998. Maybe even 1997. It's called Jesus Christ Wear Leather, and basically my intention with this song was I was like, okay, if you're gonna make them saints so that you don't feel responsibility to be like them, then I'm gonna make them demons, and then the truth will lie somewhere in the middle. So that was basically the idea behind the song. So.
Jesus Christ for leather, played rock and roll, he showed me some blow. Abraham Lincoln smoked crack cocaine on the down low. Yeah, I'm an inveterate, bona fide degenerate. Mother Mary spread her legs for me, and I made her bleed. Buddha smoked me out, then sucked me off and swallowed my seed. Yeah, I'm an inveterate, bona fide degenerate. Don't you try to turn the ordinary people into saints, 'cause everybody loves and everybody fears and everybody hates. And all the extraordinary people, they never touch the ground. They're waiting on the ordinary people to count the hours down. Brother Gandhi turned a trick or two in his day. Mother Teresa liked to touch little girls in a special way. Yeah, I'm an inveterate, bona fide degenerate. Martin Luther King traded slaves down the river wild. Jesus Christ for leather, play rock and roll on the radio dial. Yeah, I'm an inveterate, bona fide degenerate. But don't you try to turn the ordinary people into saints, 'cause every everybody loves, and everybody fears, and everybody hates. And all the extraordinary people, they never touch the ground. They're waiting on the ordinary people to count the hours down. Yeah, I'm an inveterate, bona fide degenerate, but don't you try to turn the ordinary people into saints. Cause everybody loves, and everybody fears, and everybody hates. And all the extraordinary people, they never touch the ground. They're waiting on the ordinary people to count the hours down.
Yeah, you know, in fact, that's you know, like whether you appreciate that song or not, like for me, it's like music. Well, actually, that's not so. All art. So there's definitely digestives, you know, and aperitifs and music. There's definitely these things there's definitely things that you listen to or you engage with because they're just bubblegum, they're just enjoyment, and the thing is like, and that has its place. But the thing is, but from my perspective, like art should engage you, and art should challenge you, and art should and particularly rock and roll should be dangerous, and rock and roll should take you places that are both titillating and at the same time also kind of scary, you know, and that's been ingrained in me since you know, since I was a young kid, like listening to, you know, albums that I knew really my parents wouldn't appreciate me, you know, listening to, you know. You know, I mean, that was yeah. From its very outset, rock and roll was a dangerous kind of like thing that kids were into. That you know, like, and if it loses that vitality, if it loses that vibrancy, if it loses that like challenging authority and challenging your perspective on the world, I just think it's like then it becomes music, right? You know, and I'm always whenever I put out a record, I always try to make sure that I've got one or two songs, or three or four songs, or 10 or 15 songs that are pushing the bounds, like, you know, that are espousing what I believe and pushing the bounds of comfort, you know, because and doing it in a catchy and fun and hopefully sing-song way, but still, regardless, you know, I try to make it sure. Yeah, I try to make sure that you know, yeah, that I'm not sure. I don't think you guys can hear that. There's a squirrel running around on the rooftop, and he's definitely having a good time. All right, so that's a song called Jesus Christ With Leather. So those three songs. I mean, and I've written more that kind of have that perspective. And it's funny because religion does, because I grew up very, very religious. You know, I started off as a Roman Catholic, and then we kind of converted the whole family to sort of more of a kind of like Protestant-y-ish kind of thing. And then I think most of my siblings kind of went back to, or maintained that. And one of my sisters became more evangelical, and then my mom has kind of gone back to her Catholic roots, and I am agnostic, you know. And did you really? Yeah, that's me too, man. In fact, I went to Catholic school up until 4th grade, and then I went to Christian school until 9th grade, and so all of my other than the musical theater stuff I did as a kid. Because I did one professional musical theater thing, and then some other school-based musical theater stuff. It was all church-based stuff, you know. So like that was, you know, and that's and so, you know, so Billy CFC 2004, man. So you just showed up, like I'm figuring you did not even read the description of the show, right? So the thing is like, come on, man. Like I need you to engage a little. You can't just show up. And I do appreciate the please, but you know, man. But yeah, like you got to pay attention, dude. You know, we're people here. I'm people. You're people. Let's be people together, right? So I wouldn't just walk up to you and be like, I wouldn't walk up to you on the street corner and be like, hey, dude, can you do this for me right now? I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, hey, man, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Mike. Who are you? You know, and then we create an engagement, and we're like, all right, this is awesome. you're a nice person, I'm a nice person, and then oh, by the way, hey, could you do this for me? But the thing is but if you saw, like I only play my own. I'm Mike TV. I'm in a band called Get Set Go. I have 17 albums in stores. My music is on Grey's Anatomy. My music is on Weeds. My music's on indie movies like Burning Annie, Malibu Beach Party. I don't play other people's music because I don't have to. I've got more than enough of my own material. I will never ever have to. I could do this as I have been for the past 3 years, 5 days a week, 4 hours a day, and I don't have to play other people's music. So I don't want to. I'm not going to. Like that. So, yeah. Thank you, Cookie. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because it's just Twitch. Twitch is it's for the most part it's kids. And I'm not a kid. And so I think it's, but I do try to like, hey, like, let me give you just a little perspective on how to interact with adults, child, which is sad. That does put me in sort of a shitty position. Me being a shitty person, but still, I like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Mofos. Mike only plays his own stuff. All right. So this is a song called, Spent. So, obviously, now the past few years have been really awesome for me. The first like 4 or 5 years of my music career, well, the very first couple of years were really tough, and then Grey's Anatomy started licensing my stuff, and then our second record came out, and our second record sort of did really well nationally and internationally, and we started building up a pretty decent following, and we had another record that did pretty well. I had about 4 years during that time that were amazing, and then the past couple of years have been pretty awesome. But there's been lots of struggle. I've been a professional musician, except for 2009 where I tried to walk away from music. I've been a professional musician since 2002. And it's been a struggle, and I write about that struggle, and so this is a song. So this was at a point in time when I was kind of reaching a perspective where I was like, oh, you know what? Hope for me is toxic, because I will do something and I'll work very hard on a record, or I'll be like, okay, we're gonna do this tour, or we're gonna do these things, and I would out of a sense of hope, I would put together these expectations predicated on hope, and I would seriously underdeliver on those expectations, And so what would happen is it like, because those expectations were not met, or weren't even closely met, or weren't even close, I would then undervalue the things that I did, and so I would be like, oh, we're gonna get 100 people at the show, and only 20 people would show up, and I'd be like, oh, that was a terrible show, and it was wrong for me, because there were 20 people. I didn't live in Seattle. 20 people came out. That's amazing, right? Like, that should be great. And so I had to so it took me a while to realize I had to flip that script, and so this is a song that was kind of in the process of me getting there, So this is a song called Spent, and this is at a point in time where I'm starting to realize that, like, I have to stop hoping. I have to stop doing things with an expectation of what I'm going to get out of it, and instead enjoy the process of doing it, and then offer it to the world, and just let happen what happens, And by doing that, and I still, every now and again, I'll look, I will get a certain level of engagement. I'll be like, oh, this is amazing. This is going to be it forever and always. And it never is, And so I'm like, okay, I have to, even when things are kicking butt, I still have to be like, okay, just let it be what it is. Don't build expectation. Don't create, play it, just let it be what it is. So this song is called Spent, and it goes, and this is a call and answer song. So it's basically the first part. So the question section was sung by a group vocal. So it was me and all my bandmates all singing this one part, and then so that was the question, and then I would answer like what would you do if I sang out of tune? It's sort of a call and answer like that. So. Bum bum bum. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Who do you think you are? Me, I believe I'm a glass half empty. Haven't we come quite far? Some surely have, but they left without me. What are you gonna do?
I don't quite know, but I'm working through it. Give me time, I'm working through it. How much life, how much life must I live till I'm free of worry? How much time must I have till I don't need to hurry? I don't know when things will get a little easier. Oh, how much hope can I spend before I'm empty? Oh, who you gonna love? I don't quite know, but she's surely out there. Why don't you ever try? How can you say that I'm trying all the time? I try. Bum bum bum. Bum bum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Bum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum bum bum. Where would you like to go? Someplace where all my woes can't find me. What would you like to know? How can I hold some joy inside me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Can you show me how much life must I have till I'm free of worry? How much time must I have till I don't need to hurry? I don't know when things will get a little easier. Oh, how much hope can I spend before I'm empty? Oh, so you say it's all my attitude. You say I need to change the way that I behave. But let's just say you do the things that I am trying to do. Why don't you play to win? 'Cause I don't think they're playing fairly. Why don't you ever try? How can you say that I'm trying all the time? I try. Oh, how much life must I live till I'm free of worry? How much time must I have till I don't need to hurry? I don't know when things will get a little easier. How much hope can I spend before I'm empty?
So yeah, and so that song came out, and then another song called "So Over It," and like it was just at a point in time where I was realizing, like, I was starting to realize, okay, hope for me is toxic, and I can lead, believe it or not, I can live a hopeless existence, and be totally fine with that, because instead I will make little work goals for myself. I'll be like, okay, I want to record a new record, and I want these songs to be awesome. So I'll play them. I will find at this, by this point in time, our scene had kind of died. So I used to be able to play in front of 300 people every single Tuesday night, and so I could trot out all of our new material, and we would literally get an immediate and visceral reaction of kind of how like people were reacting to the song. So I'd be like, oh, this is a good song, and this one they didn't really respond to. And we'd play them. We continued to play them over the course of many weeks, and we would get a good sense of like this song works and this song doesn't work. But by 2010, I was still trying to revivify the scene, but it wasn't really taking, so we would occasionally have some great shows, and we would occasionally have some well-attended shows, and they would but for the most part, it was just kind of, there was a sort of a slow attrition of, like we started losing people by slow attrition, and so then I turned to the internet, and I started streaming on Ustream, and I started playing my songs for a small group of hardcore fans. And from those songs, like from their reactions, I was able to get a good sense of like, oh, well, these songs are going to be on the record, and so I was able to be like, okay, well, let me just take what I do have, and let me embrace that and celebrate that, and let me work hard, and let me keep putting out stuff, but let me not concern myself with the things that are out of my control, and that really ended up being the thing that allowed me to keep on keeping on in the face of of frustrated success, so all right, well, let's see, what do you guys want to do? All right, so I don't have any more requests in the request queue. I'm gonna play some I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit, because we've been doing some heady stuff. So let's do some of the new material. let me see. All right, well, yeah, well, let me. I'll start with this one. This is a song I played on Tuesday when I was guessing on Night Attack. It's a song called "Rock and Roll Casualties." It's on my new record, and it goes It's an oldie sound, everyone get down. It's rock and roll, it owns your soul. It makes you move to the beat and groove. Makes you shake your butt, can't get enough. When the rock and roll explode, with casualties come dance with me. It's made of fire and electric wire, touched to your spine. The beat unwinds, the bass it booms throughout the room. Everyone gets down to the soul sound. When the rock and roll explode, where casualties come dance with me. And it goes doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom 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 dibba doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom 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 dibba doom explode. And from coast to coast, the sound explodes. It's everywhere, it's in your head, it's on your hands, it's in your pants, it's on your tongue, it's in your lungs. When the rock and roll explode, where casualties come dance to me. And it goes doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom 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 dibba doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom 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 dibba doom explode. And lights us up, or we glow. A billion glowing souls the music holds. And we turn on, or we glow. A million billion stars shine on shine bold. We all feel the beat, our feet are dancing on. It's an oldie sound, everyone get down. It's rock and roll, it owns your soul. The bass it booms throughout the room. Everyone gets down to the oldie sound. When the rock and roll explode, where casualties come dance with me. And it goes doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom 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 dibba doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom dicka doom dicka doom dicka dicka doom 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 dibba doom 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 dibba doom 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 dibba doom explode. Yeah, right on. Yeah, let me play some more songs. Oh, actually, I have another song that is a celebration of music that's on that same record. This is called Hearts in Twain. These are the two songs on the album, on that album. They're sort of like just me having a good time with the idea of music. This is called Hearts in Twain. We got the beat, we got the rhythm, got the music lover. We got our fingers round the spine. We make the beat, we pound the rhythm, scream the lyrics at each other. Stomping feet, we stomp in time. And the music that we make is made of blood and bone, shouts and screams and moans. And the music that we make is bred of loss and love, and the stars that shine above. It's primal pumping, perfect power, pushing past pleasure and pain. We got the hum, we drum the rhythm, brother. We own the measure and the time. We scream the words you barely heard about the Russian rhythm. We force the notes out in a line. And the music that we make is made of skin and teeth, and the secrets that we keep.
And the music that we make fills our hearts and lungs, and its clouds hang above. It's blooming, blasting, big bombastic, breaking boundaries, breaking hearts in twain. The heavier the heart, the more it breaks. Hearts in twain. The heaviest of hearts with the most pain. Hearts in twain. The music takes the hurt, keeps it away. The music takes the hurt away. We got the beat, we got the rhythm, got the music lover. We got our fingers round the spine. We make the beat, we pound the rhythm, scream the lyrics at each other. Stomping feet, we stomp in time. And the music that we make is made of blood and bone, our shouts and screams and moans. And the music that we make is bred of loss and love, and the stars are shining above. It's primal, it's booming, blasting, big bombastic, breaking boundaries, breaking hearts in twain. The heaviest of hearts with the most pain. Hearts in twain. The heavier the heart, the more it breaks. Hearts in twain. The music takes the hurt, keeps it away. The music takes the hurt away. Yeah, I kind of screwed up. I haven't played that one in a little while. I kept putting it up a half step in my brain. But yeah. So that's a song called Hearts in Twain. The album version of that song is a lot of fun. Actually, every song on that album is a lot of fun. But let me see what else from the new record I can play. Oh yeah, here. So this is a song called. So there are some themes on this album. One sort of music and celebration music. Another one is loneliness. Actually, yeah. There's a lot about loneliness on the record. But this is a song called "Strangers Going Stranger." When you're all alone, strangers grow stranger every day. And when you're on your own, the danger is you'll just stay that way. I don't wanna die alone. I don't wanna die at all. Maybe we could find a little time. Maybe we could simply press rewind. When you're all alone, like a ghost you move throughout the shops and streets. And when you're on your own, the danger is. And when you're on your own, and when you're on your own, everyone you meet, I don't wanna die alone. I don't wanna die at all. Maybe we could find a little time. Maybe we could simply press rewind.
sorry to hear that, Bobcat. Oh. When you're all alone, strangers grow stranger every day. And when you're on your own, the danger is you'll just stay that way. I don't wanna die alone. I don't wanna die at all. Yeah, right on. So that's one of the new ones. That one actually turned out really, really amazing on the. Well, I mean, they all turned out great. It's my. I put a lot of time and effort in every one of my records, but this one probably got about 4 times the amount of hours. I mean, I put thousands of hours just in the recording of the album, writing parts and whatever, and then when you add in the amount of time writing the music and then vetting it in front of my Twitch audience, like things is like, yeah. It was a pretty significant amount of time that went into the album. There's another one I wanted to play. I haven't played this one in a while. This is another one off of the new record. This is a song called "Out Till Dawn," and it has a kind of similar vibe to "Strangers Going Stranger," which is why I thought of it. But so. Let's stay up all night. Let's stay out till dawn. Let us just pretend that there's nothing wrong. Let us drive real fast with the music loud. Let us sing and dance with the late night crowd. And we'll break what we break till it's broken down. And we'll take what we take till it's taken out. And we'll steal what we steal till it's stolen now. And we'll feel what we feel till we're all felt out. Oh, there's no place we belong. Well, that's not quite right, but it's certainly not wrong. And so we must dance and sing while we can, 'cause the buzzards are circling. Someday they will come for us. They will come for us. So we'll dance what we dance till we're all danced out. And we'll laugh till the laughs rain down. And we'll drink what we drink till we're all drunk now. And we'll sing what we sing till we're all sung out. Let's turn the radio on and sing the oldest songs with your hand in mine. Let's keep it on rewind. Let's make it to the edge and dance upon the rail. And should we almost fall, and should we almost fail, oh, we'll break what we break till it's broken down. And we'll take what we take till it's taken out. And we'll steal what we steal till it's stolen now. And we'll feel what we feel till we're all felt out. Oh, there's no place we belong. It's not quite right, but it's certainly not wrong. And so we must dance and sing while we can, 'cause the buzzards are circling. Someday they will come for us. They will come for us. So we'll dance what we dance till we're all danced out. And we'll laugh till the laughs rain down. And we'll drink what we drink till we're all drunk now. And we'll think what we think till we're all sung out. Thank you, Elix. So we'll dance what we dance till we're all danced out. And we'll laugh till the laughs rain down. And we'll drink what we drink till we're all drunk now. And we'll sing what we sing till we're all sung out. And we'll break what we break till it's broken down. And we'll take what we take till it's taken out. And we'll steal what we steal till it's stolen now. And we'll feel what we feel till we're all felt out. Yeah, right on. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Elix. Thank you, Cookie. That's awesome. Yeah. So that's a song called Out Till Dawn. That's a fun one. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So that's off the new record. It's crazy. There's so many songs on the new record. That and I mean, it was difficult figuring out. I did 12 singles for the new record, 12 singles, and that was less than, or no, that was just over a quarter of the songs, right? So it's 46 songs. It's 45 songs and then a hidden track. And just figuring out what the singles were was really tough because what I did is I had to go with a unanimous vote. So I was in the Twitch chat. I was like, all right, let's listen to the songs, and then I have songs that, hey, awesome Irish Gamer 513. Thank you so much. It is 16 doubles. No, it's 16 doubles would be only 32, right? Oh yeah. After the 12. Yes. I don't think so, man. I mean, I've got some with kind of like the kind of like shuffle, wait. Here, lock up your daughters might be the closest thing I have. Oh, let me see. And I don't know Christy Moore. I'm not really caught up on if an artist kind of came out within the past 30 years, there's a good chance I don't know him unless they're like part of the indie rock world that I was heavily invested in the 90s. So yeah, you too. I probably have some songs that have a very U2 vibe. But yeah, I don't know. Like, but I mean, the thing is, like, what era of U2 from Unforgettable, or I don't even Unforgettable Fire. What's their first one? But yeah, from Unforgettable Fire to Joshua Tree to Octoon Baby to Pop to, and then whatever came after that. Pop was the last U2 album that I really paid attention to. I don't. Yeah. Let me what. So what? Edgymon, or Eric. Yeah, so the thing is that, yeah, so I might, I mean I certainly, the thing is that, like, I don't, well, here, let me, I don't even know what the fuck, I've got songs that sound like me, the thing is like, I'm Mike TV, I'm in a band called Get Set Go, I've got 17 albums in stores, my music's been played on Grey's Anatomy, on Weeds, on movies, indie movies like Burning Annie and Malibu Beach Party, like, I sound like myself, I've been making my own music, I've been doing this for 25 years, professionally, for almost 20 years. Yeah. So Shame in the Name of Love, or Thursday, Bloodless Thursday. Yeah, that's right. I did. Yeah, there are those. Let me, but yeah, what songs do I have that might be, I mean, the thing is like, so first off, I use a lot of palm muting, which is not something like, the thing is like, I mean, really truthfully, in terms of U2's song structures, right? In terms of the guitar work, Edge, like, the thing is it's almost impossible to pull that off or to sound even like that with just one guitar and with no effects, right? But in terms of like their actual melodies and stuff like that, or in terms of their song content, I mean, I do have story songs. I do have anthems. Maybe like Hurricanes. Let me here. So let's give this a shot. This is a song called Like Hurricanes, and this is definitely like, so they do. I know that U2 does do political kind of anthems, and this might be one. So this is an anti-bully song that if you're familiar with American politics, we do have some bullies kind of running around in our government, and this is kind of. Are you kidding me? There you go. All right. We're gonna fight back like firefighters, fighting fires, pushing back the flames. We're gonna dig in like old trench warriors, launching mortars. Every day's the same, and even though they come at us with all their might, there's just no breaking us, or we won't break tonight. We're gonna press on like hurricanes, they can't contain our fury nor our wrath. We're gonna roll on like armored tanks, so up the banks we'll carve our own damn path. And even though they try to stop us with all their arms, they'll keep losing ground as we're making up the yards. There's no stopping us from walking. There's no holding us back. There's no keeping us from creeping forward. We're not going back. We've got fury in our hearts and a love that makes us hard, and we're never gonna give an inch to bullies such as you. We've got diamonds in our eyes and steel in our spines, and we're gonna do everything we must do to bury you. We're gonna roll in like clouds of thunder, thunder and lightning, sleet and hail and rain. We're gonna crash in like vast tsunamis, crashing over, drowning everything. And even though they try to stop us with all their hearts are small and they break apart easily. There's no stopping us from walking. There's no holding us back. There's no keeping us from creeping forward. We're not going back. We've got fury in our hearts and a love that makes us hard, and we're never gonna give an inch to bullies such as you. We've got diamonds in our eyes and steel in our spines, and we're gonna do everything we must do to bury you. Give up, surrender. We'll let you go home. We'll let you go home. We'll let you go home. Give up, surrender. We'll let you go home. We'll let you go home. We'll let you go home. There's no stopping us from walking. There's no holding us back. There's no keeping us from creeping forward. We're not going back. We've got fury in our hearts and love that makes us hard. We're never gonna give an inch to bullies such as you. We've got diamonds in our eyes and steel in our spines. We're gonna do everything we must do to here's I mean, I'm too afraid to ever try to kill myself. I'm too scared of not being around. But I don't know why I'm holding on so desperately, 'cause nothing is building, instead it's tumbling down. I feel like the end of a song, oh I'm fading out. Certainly once everyone sang along, but the last refrain was oh so long ago, and no one cares for a song gone on too long. So let's say goodbye, remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of when we used to be thicker than thieves and larger than life, like demigods at a Bacchanal, with fire in our hearts and stars in our eyes. We
were fucking unstoppable. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of what used to be.
Ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life.
I know you're done, you've moved on and you left me here. But sometimes when you see me, oh, you smile. And you think to yourself, at least you're still fighting the good fight. But I'm here to say, you can go straight to hell. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of when we used to be. Thicker than thieves and larger than life, like demigods at a bacchanal, with fire in our hearts and stars in our eyes. We were fucking unstoppable. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory that we used to be. Fire will never go out. The fire will never burn down. I'll sing it again, I'll sing it out loud. Oh, the fire will never go out. The fire will never burn down. I'll sing it again, I'll sing it out loud. La, 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 la. La, la, la. La, 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 la. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of when we used to be. Thicker than thieves and larger than life, like demigods at a bacchanal, with fire in our hearts and stars in our eyes. We were fucking unstoppable. Demigods, not demigods. Demagogues. Demagogues and demigods are two very different things. And for whatever reason, my brain kept making it demagogues. Demidogs. Demigods. Curses. Anyway, but yeah, that's a song called Unstoppable. Yeah, man. Yeah, I sound like myself. I don't, you know, there's no, yeah, like you don't make music full time, full tilt for 20 years and end up sounding like somebody else. Unless you're actively aping somebody else. But even then, usually you get pretty sick. Most of my friends that started off sounding very much like other bands that are still making music, they have become their own thing. You know, like it just happens, you know. You can't rip people off for super long. No, I don't want it. No, I would never ever do that. Spyros 95. You probably bought, but I would never ever do that. Not ever. Want to become famous? Fuck that. No, fuck you. God, that's stupid. That's stupid. And that's, you know, and I'm certain there are people that do that, and that's stupid. Really, that's fucking stupid. Like, yeah. Okay. All right. Stop. Well, I mean, I don't even know how to do that, so I'll have to do that later. But yeah. All right. So yeah. Well, I want to keep. If you can remind me before the show is done, I'll do it right before the end of the show. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Alex. Yeah, no, I'm let me see, what else do I have in here, in the same vein as, here, let's do this one. So this is another one off the new record.
Yeah, I'm, I don't, this stream seems to not get a whole, it doesn't seem to get a whole ton of, I will certainly ban that one, but so it's called, follow on bot. All right, here we go. So, maybe Ejimon, what's it called? Follow on bot. Yeah, I know. I found it. There we go. Got it. Hey, BioCow. How you doing, brother? Oh, huh. Cool. I haven't really been an active Metallica follower since really Master of Puppets. We're gonna fuck shit up, we're gonna tear it down, we're gonna tear it up, we're gonna blow it out, we're gonna blow it up, we're gonna knock it down, we're gonna knock it in, we're gonna knock it out, we're gonna take it on, we're gonna take it down, we're gonna smash it up, we're gonna crash it down, we're gonna drive it fast, we're gonna play it loud, we're gonna fuck it up, we're gonna do it now, we're gonna push it back, then we'll push it out, we're gonna turn it on, we're gonna turn it out, we're gonna light it up, and set the world on fire, and everybody's gonna be alive. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire, but everybody's gonna be alright. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. It's gonna be alright. Let's watch a fucker burn. 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 We're gonna riot hard, we're gonna riot long, we're gonna get in tune, we're gonna play our songs, we're gonna thrash around, we're gonna trash it all, we're gonna throw it down, we're gonna power on, we're gonna soldier through, we're gonna throw it off, we're gonna burn it up, we're gonna burn it down, we're gonna get outside, we're gonna get around, we're gonna build it up, then we'll break it down, we're gonna shatter glass, we're gonna shatter sound, we're gonna rage and rage, we're gonna scream and shout, we're gonna light it up, set the world on fire, and everybody's gonna be alive. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire, but everybody's gonna be alright. So come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. It's gonna be alright. Let's watch a fucker burn. 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 Yeah. So that's that's a non-denominational revolutionary song. There's no actual one cause. It's just we're gonna do something. I was like, I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna write a song that can be used by anybody for anything that we want to get fired up over. Let me see. So, all right. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit now. Let's play some pretty songs.
Rain falls, oh, another gloomy day. Some get out, but most of us remain.
The cow says,
Rain falls, oh, another gloomy day. Some get out, but most of us remain in the cold, in the same rainy day. There's no song that we want to hear. Oh, rain falls, deafening our ears. The wind is sheer, and we remain in a rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Hey, rain, it pours and gathers at our feet. The chill, it burns and we're left shivering. The clouds crowd in, dropped freezing rain. Another rainy day. Soft, it falls like kisses on her lips. Cold as ice and splashes as it hits. It numbs our eyes, it numbs our face. Another rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Hey, Black Tech. Hey, Strugness. How you guys doing, man? Good to see you. No, yeah. So, and Kairos, and hey, Haley, thank you for bringing folks over. How was your stream? Yeah, welcome, Raiders. Good to see you guys. What's cooking? I'm Mike TV. I'm in a band called Get Set Go, and I have 17 albums in stores, and so I only play. Oh, I think this is a. Oh no, it's not. Okay. And so I only play originals, but I've written thousands of originals over the course of my career. I have about 340 that I play, currently play. So yeah, so Brett Shregniff, he was a regular in our stream, and he was diagnosed with motor neuro disease, is what it's called in the UK. We know it here in the United States as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. And so he kind of gave us a front row seat. In fact, yeah, I'll play a song. So Helena, is there a song I can play for you, by way of thanks? And I'll gear up this. I wrote a song for Brett as well. So he was a regular in our stream, and he was a real sweetheart and really funny and just a cool, clever, awesome guy. And he gave us a front row seat to his
the progression of his disease, and it was really aggressive, and he died within 2 years. And so he literally told us on the day he was going to go into the doctor's office. In fact, the song kind of gives you the whole story. Let me anyway, so I wrote this. There was a point in time when the disease had now progressed to a point where he was really struggling to speak, struggling to walk, struggling to eat. And the really hard thing about motor neuron disease, or ALS, is that basically what's happening is your brain, you're still very aware, but the connections between your brain and your body start to like fray. And so what happens is your brain ends up sending false signals to your body. So your body just shakes constantly, which is exhausting, right? Because you're actually using up energy. And so you get very thin very quickly. You burn off all your body fat. It becomes very difficult for you to eat. It becomes very difficult for you to speak, to walk, to open things up, but all the while you're very conscious, and you're very aware, and so you're basically becoming a prisoner in your own body, and it's just an awful thing. So in fact, and this song is called "This Awful Thing." It goes. It was the longest wait that Mr. Lane had ever sat through. Waiting there on the doctor's word, what could he do? Something was wrong inside of his head, something quite bad he knew. It was the longest wait that he had waited through. There's nothing that we can do, the doctor explained. There's no malignant growth, there's no cancer there, your neural pathway's afraid. The wires that connect your head to your body, well, they're gonna decay. You're gonna die soon, I'm sorry, Mr. Lane. Are you kidding me? How could this even be? I've got so much life in me. You say I'm gonna die, but how could that be right? I know I'm filled with life, so much life in me. How could this awful thing, how could it possibly be? So Mr. Lane climbed in his car and started to drive. He wandered to and fro, he never slowed, as he was putting on miles. Hour to hour he drove around in a fog of his own disquiet. Here he was on the open road, alive. Are you kidding me? How could this even be? I've got so much life in me. You say I'm gonna die, but how could that be right? I know I'm filled with life, so much life in me. How could this awful thing, how could it possibly be? So let's fast forward so many weeks, and he is struggling to simply speak, and his muscles twitch quite constantly, which is exhausting. He's so damn tired, and every week there's some new thing that he just can't do.
much life in me. Say I'm gonna die, but how could that be right? I know I'm filled with life, so much life in me. How could this possibly, how could this awful thing, how could it possibly be? Yeah, so that's I wrote this awful thing for Brett. Yeah, man, he was a real sweetheart. I had a chance to actually visit him. I toured the U.S. and Europe. Hey, Michael, thank you, man. I toured the U.S. and Europe in the summer of 2018, and while I was in Europe, I actually he lived in Cambridge in the UK, and I went and hung out with him, and I live streamed from his place, and we hung out, and it was awesome. But even by that point in time, like, his speech was so compromised that just him kind of having a like I would have to ask him to repeat himself over and over again. And his son Danny was with us, and then he also had I guess a family friend or a caretaker or somebody that was also there. And so between the four of us, or between the three of us, we were often able to triangulate what he was saying. But it was it was I know it must have been super frustrating for him just to and it's crazy because that disease, most people die. Either they choke on food that they're trying to swallow, or they just their lungs stop working, right? So your lungs stop getting the message from your brain to keep breathing. Crazy. Hey, Team Stream Cheese, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Don't even sweat it, brother. Good to see you, dude. And right on. I'm happy you're here. And thank you again, Michael, and thank you, Elix. And Kairos, I don't know, Freddie's Rhapsody, like Bohemian Rhapsody, is that what you're talking about? I'm just a poor boy, Scaramouche. Let me see. So Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, I love Queen, so I'll take that as a huge compliment. Thank you kindly, man. Let me see. Let's do. Do I want to do some more finger pick tunes? Do I want to do some rock tunes? Let's do Bad Hearts. Oh yeah, sure. Lyrically, I see. Sure. Yeah, that's. In fact, I share that. I share the first part of that impulse. And that is a lyric that ends up in a lot of my songs. In fact, here I'll play one. This is a song called "Stare at the Sun." I think that it's ridiculous that human beings should ever die ever at all. Like why are we really or the fact that we can't live 1,000 years? Like just as you finally start to get kind of figure out how to negotiate the world, and you're pretty good at what you do, and you kind of like are. Then you die? Like, no, that's ridiculous. But this one goes I don't ever want to die. I don't see why I can live forever. I've been waiting my whole life for someone that's gonna make me better. I'm so sick of feeling low. I don't see why I just can't be happy. What the hell is going wrong? Why does everything keep going? I don't know why I'm bothering you, 'cause I am sure you're struggling too. But why not be with me? Maybe together we will find that our nights don't ever feel as lonely, and I will write throughout the night so we can sing for each other. I hope that I'm not bothering you, 'cause that is the last thing I wanna do, but I desperately want you. Stare at the sun until I'm dying, so I can live before our time. live one life. There's no one else I would rather be spending all of my days and all my nights. All of the hours of my life, I give them all to you. Stare at the sun until I'm blind. Stare at the sun until I'm blind. So I remember for all time the image of you as you are now. So no, it's E. It's E A just because that it's the so it's the 1, the 4, the 5, and then the 6 chord. So it's E A B, and then a C sharp minor, and then on the chorus it goes from the 1 to the minor 1, which is a really weird. Stare at the sun until I'm blind, and then into the 5 chord of the B. So, yeah, and it's a pretty chordally it's a pretty simple song, but it does have that cool minor 1. All right, I have no idea why would I do that. I don't know, because I'm a crazy person. Yeah, so. Yeah, so. Let me see. Yeah, here, let me. I'll play that one. Burninator. So this is a song I wrote this for one of my mods for his 20th wedding anniversary. So this is for he and his wife. Bernadette, you can bet everything will be alright. The police, they got nothing on you and me tonight. Bernadine, drink with me, let's cheers another 20 years. Taking down our troubles and making them disappear. She's Bernadette, you are my best friend, my heart, my true love. I know that's true. There's no one but someone who loved me would put up with all the shit I drive through the mountains in your monster truck to our favorite Clinton dive. Bernadette, you can bet it's gonna be okay. No matter what the world throws at us, we'll take us through all the way. Bernadette, you are my best friend, my heart, my true love. I know that's true. There's no one but someone who loved me would put up with all the shit I've Can't you see how much you mean to me? You are my hurricane, you're fire to my gasoline. Bernadette, you are my best friend, my heart, my true love. I know that's true. There's no one but someone who loved me would put up with all the shit I put. Yeah, so that's a song called Burninator. That was
That's the so while this is going. And this. It actually turns out I miscounted Team Stream Cheese. It's actually about 340. I thought when I ran the tally, I accidentally doubled one of my inputs. So it's about 340 songs. So, but yeah, that's not bad, right? I mean, yeah. I know. I'm a slacker. Let me play some of the unreleased songs. So these are songs that I've kind of discovered that just didn't make it on a record, and I haven't thought about in a long time. And I was going through and I was like, what's this song about? And I was like, oh my God, these are amazing. So I'll do People Like Me, and I'll do Off of Their Heads. People Like Me, Off of Their Heads. What else? God, I really want to play you the brand. I wrote a brand new one, but I haven't yet played it for Really? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Kairos. That's very cool, man. Where on the Indian Ocean? Where is? I know I've got more than these. Love That Never Was. Oh, here we go. This is kind of where People Like Me, Off of Their Heads, Heavy Heart, Troubled Mind, Rat Race. I know there's more than this. I don't know. Here, and I'll play Here I Am, and This Is Now. Okay. Reunion Island. Well, I don't know Reunion Island. That's oh, awesome. Oh. And were you born and raised there? Hey, Roy. Here I am and this is now, and there's nothing that I wanna say, there's nothing I'm about, I'm feeling down. Oh, I am down. Awesome, Cookie. Here's another song I wrote, and it's also very simple. It makes use of tired notes, and it's nothing to write home about. It's just another song that I sing for you. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. Here I am and this is now, and I'm sitting in my prison cell as the hours are winding down. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I let go of another day, sitting in my bedroom and all I do is play. If I haven't made it yet, then I'm never gonna make it. Can I see what's wrong with me? I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my That sounds awesome, Kairos. That's super, super amazing. That's really, yeah. I wish the rest of the world would steal a page from you guys then. So it's and it's called. Hey, thank you, Roy. Thank you, brother. Reunion Island, huh? I'll have to look it up after this. I will take a look at. I will check it out. That's very cool, man. So this is an unreleased song. It's not on any record. The only place you can hear it is here, right now. It's called "People Like Me," and it goes. Give me music, give me song, give me laughter with my friends the whole night long. Give me one more night before I am gone. And if I should sing too, would you sing along with me, even if you don't want to? 'Cause it feels so good to pretend that you do. 'Cause I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. Give me something to hold on. I don't need so much no more, but it can be this song. Give me something, or give me nothing. I gotta go. Well, I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. Right on back there. See you, brother. The only fires that I could light, the only fires that I, and the only fires that I could light, were the ones that burn within, hidden from sight. The only fears that I could even try were cloaked in darkness, never saw the light. I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me. So won't you please just pretend. Yeah, so that's a song called "People Like Me." That's unreleased. I would say that in the early morning you can hear the and I don't know I've never known how to pronounce the muezzin in the mosque, the church bell at 12, and seeing the Jewish at the end of the day leaving for synagogue. All these sacred places near each other. Also, Tamil is it Tamil temple near the roads, or some Christians altars where people just say, hey, that's. I mean, yeah, that's, you know, it's funny because you know the United States definitely does purport to be a very tolerant religious nation. You know, like you know, it's the religious tolerance is codified into our Constitution and codified into our law, but we're not very except like or there's enough of an element of non-Christian intolerance that people that are not Christians, you know, do feel often persecuted, which is sad. So So that's awesome. That's really great. I'll definitely have to check out Reunion Island. I've never heard of it before at all, man. So thank you. You are expanding my horizons. So Team Stream Chase, how do you pronounce is it Musin? How do you pronounce that? I am in Texas. I'm originally from Southern California. I grew up in Los Angeles. Well, I grew up as a kid in the Palm Springs area in a place called Palm Desert. But I spent my Muetzen. Is that Muetzen? Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, no, I got your meaning, man. But yeah, I've been in Texas. I've been here in Austin for now almost coming on 6 years, which is pretty crazy. I thought this was going to be a couple year sojourn, but turns out that it's ended up a little bit longer than that. All right, so this is a song called "Off with Their Heads." This is another one that I found just going through my back catalog, and I was like, I haven't what is this song? Muetzen, but I'm French, so right on, man. That's all right. So and the kids will be back. The doo-doo launch another counterattack. Enroll the tanks, so reload the guns. Everybody's beating down on everyone. I think that you could be a star. Just do the unthinkable while the cameras are on. Life is cheap, we're all practically dead. They're coming for us, so off with their heads. Off with their heads, they're coming for us. Off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads. King and Jesus is queen. It's the goddamn weirdest thing that I've ever seen. Blood is cheaper than water before. Blood is cheaper than water for sure. It spills so black and it feels so warm. I think that you could save us all if only you were 300 feet tall. But no matter, it's already been said. They're coming for us, so off with their head. Up with their head, they're coming for us. So up with their heads, up with their heads, they're coming for us. So up with their heads, up with their heads, they're coming for us. Choppy chop chop, chop chop choppy 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 chop chop chop, chop chop chop, choppy chop chop, chop chop choppy 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 chop chop chop, chop chop chop, choppy chop chop, chop chop choppy 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 chop chop chop, chop chop chop, choppy chop chop, chop chop choppy 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 chop chop chop. And the kids will be back. The doo-doo launch another counterattack. Enroll the tanks, so reload the guns. Everybody's beating down on everyone. I think that you could be a star. Do the unthinkable while the cameras
goes on. Life is cheap, we're all practically dead. They're coming for us, so off with their heads. Off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. Yeah, so that's a song called "Off with Their Heads." Muetzin, okay, Muetzin, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's okay, cool. The one who calls, or sometimes translated as crier, huh? Very cool. I didn't know. That's that's an unfortunate thing. I've never really been exposed to, like, I've never lived near a mosque. I've definitely eaten at like Arabic restaurants. I've eaten at like Ethiopian restaurants that where the Ethiopian families are Arabic, or are Muslim, and so like there would be Muslim iconography or stuff like that on the walls. But how do you know the new song does not sound maybe like too close to one of the? There's no such thing as a song that doesn't sound like another song, right? Like. There are millions of songs, and there's only so many notes, and there's only particularly in the Western, according to like Western music, there's only so many melodies, there's only so many and particularly if you're using 4/4 time signatures and 3/4 time signatures, there's always going to be parts, and there's always going to be components that are going to resemble other songs, so it really comes down to the melody and the lyrics, which are really the only copyrightable things. Those are the only things you can actually copyright for a song. And the thing is, like, and I've stolen from hundreds of artists, and I steal from myself, and I cannibalize myself all the time. So I'll write a song, and there'll be a great bridge, but the rest of it won't be that great, and I'll be like, and I'll throw away everything except for the bridge, and then I'll use the bridge and kind of build around it. So it's all the lyrics and the melody, and the thing is like, and there is the 1-4-5 progression, right? So this is 1-4-5-4. This is literally every single bluegrass song, every actual bluegrass song that's legitimate bluegrass. Like any legitimate bluegrass player will tell you that it's always 1-4-5. If it deviates from 1-4-5, then it's not bluegrass. It can sound like bluegrass, but it's not bluegrass. And so. And so you can, and 1-4-5 is basically the root, like the predominant chord progression in all rock and roll and and all country. So you can get a lot of action out of just 3 simple chords. In fact, there's some blues guy whose name I don't recall, but my old buddy Pat knows him. But a blues guy that not only did he only use the same chord progression, he used the exact same chords, and he still managed to put out record 80 songs. So he literally they were all in the same key. It was the exact same chords, and he would just kind of shuffle those 3 chords around, and he wrote 80 songs. So. But A minor being so the thing is it sorry no. Most pop songs in modern culture are 1-4-5. There obviously there are tons of exceptions, but it's I'm sure.
Yeah, so I do have a song that uses that
Catch me before I fall. I'm spinning out of control. Hold me as hard as you can.
Yeah, here I'll play. Yeah, so I do have a song built on that exact same chord progression. But the thing is that like for me it's not it's a little too exotic. Great infinite. So yeah, so this is built on that exact progression. So
catch me before I fall. I'm spinning out of control. Hold me as hard as you can. Don't let me escape or slip through your hands. It's a beautiful day, but it's cold outside. I am feeling numb. It's a marvelous life, but I got left out and I just wanted some. Let's just run away into the great infinite wild. Let's get on the road. I'll write a song for every mile. It's a glorious time, I know that's true, but I still feel so small. The birds they sing, but I can't hear anything at all. I'm going crazy, you going crazy too. I'm going crazy, you going crazy too. Kiss me now, kiss me again, and I will keep somehow, I will abide until the end. It's a wonderful world, I see that now, I'm seeing so much more. I'm afraid of getting caught outside in the store. I'm going crazy, are you going crazy too? I'm going crazy, are you going crazy too? La 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 la. Catch me before I fall. I'm spinning out of control. Hold me as hard as you can and let me escape or slip through your hands. It's a beautiful day, but it's cold outside and I am feeling numb. It's a marvelous life, but I got left out and I just wanted some.
Yeah, so that's that exact progression you got right there is a song built around that. But hey, thank you, Roy. Right on, man. Yeah, it's called Great Infinite Wild. Yeah. So. Wait. I actually that's really funny. I don't have the chords in a minor key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1. So 1, 2 is diminished. 3 is major. 4 is minor. Is that right, Eric? Are you still here? 4 is minor. 4 is minor. 5 is minor. 6 is major. And then yeah, and then 7 is major as well, huh? And then. Cool. Yeah, I got it. If you guys do not puke when you hear French people talking, please consider checking PV Nova YouTube channel. He did a lot of musical experiment where it explains a type of music based on and make an example. All right, yeah, a PV Nova. Let me in fact let me make some notes real quick because I'll check out some of the stuff that you've, including Reunion Island, Reunion Island. And then PV Nova YouTube. Okay, cool. I'll check them out. So it's funny. I don't know what about this reminded me. Except for the fact that I just misspelled my input. But in a natural minor mode, yeah. If you're using then the 3 is augmented. Oh, okay. So, is that wait. And then the 7 is diminished. Oh, okay, huh, cool. All right, yeah. Then I'll have to play those. Yeah, that's I actually that would sound like it'd be fun to write some songs in a harmonic. And I do know that. Yeah, I love that. Oh no, so I love that. Yeah, that's I love that. Yeah, so I'll have to play with that. That's very cool. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's good to know. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, let me. I'm not. I can't. Well, I. Here, let me just copy it and put it in. I'm not gonna. I can't. Because it's obviously belongs to him, and I don't want to infringe on his copyright. So I'm gonna just put it here, and then I will check it out after the stream. Cool. All right, so I've got about 50 minutes left in this stream, everybody. So if there are any songs you want to hear, I can definitely play them. Otherwise, I will just keep on keeping on. I'll play. Oh, here, let me. In fact, I'll keep playing to the end. So no. So, oh, okay, right on, man. Oh yeah, well yeah, you get some rest, dude, and thanks for hanging out. It really was a pleasure making your acquaintance. Hopefully we see you again soon. And yeah, man, and thank you for turning me on to Reunion Island. I'll definitely check it out. If you join the rat race, win or lose, you'll always be around. And if you make $1 million, you will want $1 million more than that. Riches are fine and gold it shines, but I don't want to waste my time pursuing the American dream. 'Cause the American dream is not my dream. I don't want $1 million. And I don't need a fancy car. All I want is a little laughter, ha ha ha. If you join the rat race, win or lose, you'll always be around. And if you make $1 billion, you will want $1 billion more than that. Riches are fine and diamonds they shine, but I don't want to waste my time pursuing the American dream. 'Cause the American dream is not my dream. I don't want $1 billion. I don't need 10 fancy cars. All I want is a little laughter, ha ha ha. All I want is you as you are. 'Cause I've had a lot of money, but I've had so little love. Money race. Win or lose, you'll always be alright. And if you make $1 trillion, you will want $1 trillion more than that. Riches are fine and rubies they shine, but I don't want to waste my time pursuing the American dream. The American dream is not my dream. I can't cookie. I don't want $1 million. I don't need a fancy car. All I want is a little laughter. All I want is you as you are. All I want is you as you are. All I want is you as you are. So yeah, so this song, and so Team Stream Cheese, I played Unstoppable maybe like 10 songs ago. It was definitely in this past hour. So would you mind if I were to push that one off maybe 20 minutes and then play it? I definitely wouldn't mind playing it again. I kind of fucked it up because but would you mind just giving me a little time? Hey Floyd boy, how you doing, man? Awesome. I love Glasgow. Let me see. Glasgow. What am I looking for? What was it? Oh yeah. Everything stays true. No. I'll play it, man. That's that. No. I'll definitely play it, man. I mean, it's a great song and it's a fun song. I just so all right. So this is No, you can't. There's no takebacks. There's no takebacks in this stream. There's no. Oh wait, here let's see. Oh, hey, you guys want to take a telemarketer call? Nah, let's not. Let's keep making music. All right. So this is some. So I'm not gonna say who or what or but the thing is all of us know people who lie basically every other word, right? The thing is we know people that are just inveterate liars, people that just that lie and lie and lie and tell bullshit stories, and you're like, you are fucking lying, and it's so much shit comes out of the mouth that you stop fighting it. You're like, okay, oh really, oh that's sure, you were. Yeah. Oh, and you're a good friend with Matthew McConaughey and Elijah Wood, and you guys all hang out here. Yeah. And oh yeah, and you were hanging out with them last Sunday, the day I saw you at the bowling alley. Yeah. And then that scales up, right? So there are people that lie like that of every walk of life. So this is a song I wrote called "Everything You Say Isn't True," and it goes, "Oh, we are done with lies, and we are done." 'Cause all the things you say are true. Everything that you say, and everything that you are, and everything you say is nothing but lies, but lies. And every time you speak, the shit that leaks out of you is never about. And everything that you do, it only serves to prove. Everything that you do, it only serves to prove that I'm right. And everything you say, in almost every way, is alright. And we are done with you, 'cause all the things you say are true. I'm turning 12, I have to ask, are you turning 12? I just have to ask, 'cause lying is something the kids do. Or you simply have no respect I don't know, and everything you say, everything you do, it seems to prove that I'm right. And everything that you say, and everything that you say, in almost every way, that I'm right. Well, we are done with lies, and we are done with you, and all the things you say are true. And then, oh, you know that you are the goes, we are done, done. So yeah, so that's I don't think I've played that. I don't think I've tried playing that one live. I don't remember how the verse goes. Are you turning 12? Are you turning 12? I just have to ask. Learning something kids do. Are you turning 12? Are you turning 12? I just have to ask. 'Cause lying is something kids do. Or do you have? Are you doing something? Or do you simply just have? Or do you just have simply no respect for other people around you? That's really tough to sing. Are you turning 12? I just have to ask. 'Cause lying is something kids do. Or do you just have simply no respect for other people around you? And everything that you do, always seems to prove that I'm right. And everything that you say, and almost every way, 'cause I'm right. Yeah. Sorry, Cookie. I haven't played that song in a long time. I wrote it. It's more of a recording song. You know, and so because oh you know that you are that good. Tethered to the ground. And then while that's going, there's we are done with lies as a counter melody. It's a fun outro. I just want to enjoy it as much today because my video is starting every 10 seconds. I keep cutting out in this conversation and fasting. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's so weird, man. Isn't that's so bizarre? Like why? Like I'm figuring it's somewhere along your route. You know, you're probably getting some sort of hiccup. Someone's not sending the thing. But thank you so much, Cookie. Yeah, it's if I can figure out a way to, I just need to play it more. A lot of the songs I don't play that often. I'm fairly certain if I played them enough, I'd figure out a cool way to pull them off. But so here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna do Is He Into You? So this is on my new album as well. And this is every now and again I write a mind control song. Hold on. And I had a friend that was involved in a relationship that was not when I first wrote this because I was recalling me being in a relationship where I was with a girl that really wasn't like she really wasn't into the whole relationship, you know, like, and I was like, well, why are we doing this then, you know? And it was just we were young and you know, and so I had a friend that was going through sort of something similar, and so I was like well, and so anyway, so it goes so this is called Is He Into You? Is he into you like you want him to? Does he love you right? Does he love you right? Is he into you like you need him to? Could he understand? Does he understand that you look so sad as you hold his half-clenched hand? I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you? Are his feelings true? Does he know his mind? Does he know his mind? Like darling, is he in you? And all you do, and all your everything, does he make you sing? 'Cause you look so sad as you hold his unclenching hand. I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Is he in you? Is he truest blue? Does he make you smile like you used to smile? Is he in you? Does he follow through with his words of love? Does he do love? 'Cause you look so sad as you hold his half-clenched hand. I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you like you want him to?
love you right? Does he love you right? Is he like you need him to? Does he understand? Could he understand that you look so sad as you hold his half closed hand? I don't wanna ask it all, but is he? And yeah, there are. That's hey, thank you, Vicky. Thank you. Thanks for that request. Hope this big. Yeah, there are. So I try to write important songs, and important songs are so. Important songs are so relate. So there's often people confuse relatable songs with important songs, right? So relatable songs are, you know, I got barbecue on my white T-shirt, you know, like, and oh yeah, that's me, you know. And the thing is it like, for me, I try to write songs about about things that affect you on a visceral gut level, you know, like, so I try to write songs about, you know, relationships and relationships that are barely holding on. I write about the financial woe and struggle. I try to write about existential stuff, you know, about things that are you know, that are about the things that have a material impact over the course of our days or our weeks or our years, you know. And so that does kind of step on faith at times. It does step on belief, and it steps on convictions and courage of your convictions, you know. No, hey, okay, right on, man. All right, right on, Team Stream Cheese. Thank you, brother. So, you know, and I don't, and sometimes, you know, and even like, I do try to write about stuff that is sort of left of field that affects everybody, right? So like I've got a song called My Neighbor's Dog, which is about my neighbor's dog just barking nonstop and eventually driving you insane. Because if you've ever lived next door to a dog that just barks and barks and barks without stopping, it gets to the point where you want to like run next door and just smash it with a hammer, you know. And so yeah, there you go. And then, hey, my pleasure, Team Stream Shoes. You be well, brother. And hey, right on, Struckness. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, so I try to, and so I do write songs like that. Like I've got a song called Everybody Get Moving that's just about sitting in traffic. I lived in Los Angeles for 22 years of my adult life, and living in LA for that amount of time, like you find yourself just stuck in traffic. You're like, I need to go 1 mile, and it's going to take me 2 hours to go 1 mile because they've shut down. It's at a point where two freeways are intersecting, and they have that intersection shut down to one lane, and so you've got like 8 or 10 lanes all merging into one lane, and so you just sit there for an hour just trying to get through. And it's, you know, oh yeah, and like the road workers and their bobcats or whatever keep pulling into the only lane of traffic to like back up and do stuff, and you're like, mother, you know. And so I've got a song about traffic, and I've got a song about how you get to a point when you're in traffic where you're just like, I want to fucking kill everybody, you know. So I do write songs that are silly and kind of pitched at 11, but again, they're things that I feel on a visceral level, like, you know, they're like substantive, like gut levels. I'm like, fuck this noise, I will fucking, you know. And so yeah. Yeah. That's no. Well, that's. I mean, but well, you know, you don't realize. I could have walked it, Edgy. Like, you don't realize. Like, that was the thing about Los Angeles. You don't know when you're going to run across serious traffic. Like, there's no like things like you can and you can check. I mean, now I'm fairly certain with Waze and other stuff
you know, that you can probably get a better read on kind of what's going on in Google Maps and what have you. But the thing is it like, you know, often that stuff, yeah, that's what I do now. Everything can be delivered, so I just get it all delivered. But you know, but the thing is, like, but if I'm going to a rock show, and it's a mile up the street, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I'll go get dinner afterwards or something, or I'll go get cocktails afterwards. So, you know, anyway, just. Yeah, no, yeah, and I know that Eric, like I know both Waze and Google Maps sometimes get it all fucked, or what they do is they try to send you on an alternate route that's total bullshit. Like that's the great thing is I know every back way in Los Angeles, like between the Valley and Hollywood and the East Side. So I don't know South Central area as well, but I do know South Central pretty well. And I don't know Long Beach as well, but then lots of and big swaths of the West Side. I don't know like the Palisades, but I know like Santa Monica inside and out. I know Venice Beach inside and out. I know like, you know, so I can circumnavigate. I can be like, okay, this is shut down, but occasionally you find yourself on a free, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna get on the freeway, and you pull up, and it just turns out that there weren't enough cars in the on-ramp to let you know that it's a parking lot, you know? And so you're like, oh, fuck. And you're like, and then you look and the next exit is a mile and a half up, you know, and you're like, and it's a parking lot and you can't back up, you know? So, I mean, some people do. Oh yeah. Well, that's, yeah. I heard about that guy. He sounds like a real character, that Mike TV. All right. Yeah, and I do, you know, I mean, I really do now. I don't play out anymore. I only play here because it's just like it's so much easier for me to do it from here, you know. And yeah, and I don't have to answer to anybody. I can play for as long as I want. I get to have Sue. Sue can walk up and hang out, you know.
And I feel like I am just about to die. Oh, I know that I'm probably just depressed, but I'm afraid I can make it through the rest of my days. Oh, I'm a mess. Yesterday I spent a day watching nothing but Netflix. Oh, I got through 2 full seasons of a show. While I watched, I felt engaged, I laughed and I cried, and I even felt a little bit hopeful. Oh, I know that I'm probably just depressed, but I'm afraid I can't make it through the rest of my days. Oh, I'm a mess. How did I get to be like this? I don't understand. I used to have those wonderful times. Now I feel like such a failure. God, I used to be so cocksure. Oh, I don't know how to ride my heavy heart and my troubled mind.
I thought that was appropriate for the conversation about how we don't leave the house. I was like, yeah, there you go. That's a song. That's a song called "Heavy Heart, Troubled Mind." And it is. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's so funny how often I will get to that point. Like, and I do. I often think I'm like, well, it's probably cancer. You know, like I have like minor health issues. And I'm 100% certain that every minor health issue that I currently have is cancer related. And so I'm like, all right, well, I can't afford to go see a doctor, so fuck it. All right, so this is a song for a Hopeless Pig again. This is a song called "Things I Need to Know." It goes. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. So I played this song maybe a couple hours ago. So if you've been here that long and you hear the song, I apologize. But yeah, I will replay a song after an hour has passed. If somebody requests the same song after like, you know, usually after an hour's time, I've already got another 12, 15 songs in. So it's like. Hey, Strugner, so are you still playing, man? Are you know I actually really truthfully I keep not like Twitch keeps turning off all my alerts, you know. So and at some point in time I was like, fuck it, if you're gonna keep turning off, because I had to keep just turning everybody on, and then you know, a month would go by and they'd turn them all off. But are you still playing, man? What's been going on with you? How have things been, dude? And that's hilarious, Hopeless Pig. The things I definitely don't need to... oh, these things I definitely don't need to know. Oh, these things I definitely don't need to know. Hey, Paper Cat. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Paper Cat, yeah, I need to get you that fucking stuff, man. Shit, man. I'm such a slacker. I was gonna get to you after last stream, and I got and we raided. Who did we raid? I think we raided Andy Boing. We raided Andy Boing, and then Andy was just finishing up, so we went over to Jadoff Music, and I just hung out in there for I just kind of got stuck, kind of like hanging out and like, so yeah, it's ridiculous. I'll just steal copy. I'll steal copy from my Kickstarter, and just give you that temporarily, and then I will go back and I'll rewrite when I get a chance. I'll rewrite some better stuff, some better copy for it. But the thing is it like, but the you know, I think for the CDs you can just put, you know, Get Set Go's first record, So You've Ruined Your Life, Get Set Go's second record, Ordinary World, Get Set Go's, you know, like you can definitely just do that. I don't think it needs much more explanation than that. Yeah, because it is turning into a meme, and it's getting ridiculous. All right. All right. So I've got 24. I've got about 20 minutes left in the show, guys. So if there's any songs you want to hear, you need to throw them out now, because otherwise I won't. You know. Let me see. And then I got to follow. I'm so sorry. I've gotten a couple follows during the stream, and Jakey D92. Thank you so much for the follow, man. And Mad Dogs Live. Thank you. Paper Cat. Thank you for the host, man. Let me see. What do I want to play? Let's do some more rockers. Let's do some more rock tunes. Oh yeah, this is a rocker that I haven't played in a while. That's a lot of fun. And this is, it is. God damn it. It is. Dapping them haters. No. No, man. Yeah, the whole idea behind the stream is that first off, I don't want to set that shit up. Second off, I want to convey. I want to be able to demonstrate to people what you can do with just an acoustic guitar and a vocal with no reverb, no everything unadorned, just straight, you know, playing. You know. So I might because there are some leads I want to play. I might throw a looping pedal in just to cover the intro and instrumental sections, so I can throw the leads in. But that's about as many tricks as I'm going to throw in this thing forever and always. The thing is like, if you want to see a full band rendition, or if you want to see an electric guitar rendition, I have done on occasion. I've done maybe 3 or 4 over the past 3 years. I've broken out the electric guitar, but. But other than that, if you want to catch the live version, then you got to fly to Austin and catch a live show, you know, like or catch me when I'm on tour. Unfortunately, sorry, dude. It's just it's one part laziness, and it's another part. When I first started doing this, the thing is, when I first started streaming on Twitch, I noticed that there were a lot of streamers were using a lot of like. You know, it was just they were using a lot of effects that were to my estimation were standing in the way of they had great singing voices, and they were playing well, and I was like, why you don't need those things, you know, you can just, if you just sing with your natural voice, and and there was some vocal effects and stuff like that, and so I just wanted to like kind of demonstrate like, hey, you can just be you and sing your way without any and be completely stripped down, and it can still sell and it can still translate, you know, so. Because Austin is about 2/3 cheaper than or it was 2/3 cheaper. It's not that much cheaper now because I no longer I had a roommate. I moved in with my ex. I moved in with my girlfriend. She's not my ex, but I moved in with my girlfriend. We were living in a house. The utilities are much cheaper here. Like the price of beer is much price like you can still find places here in Austin with dollar drafts, like PBR and stuff like that. So that was really great because I was broke, and so we could still go out. Oh, you can still get a 6-pack Lone Star for like $5.95, something like that. So it's like you can still get cheap drinks, and so and you can't do that in LA. So my whole cost of living when I moved from LA, and I was living in downtown Los Angeles. Which is like the most expensive part of LA, and I was paying $9 a beer, thank God I had some regular haunts where I only paid for one beer, and they would give me drinks throughout the night. But even so, it was like $9 beers, $20 cocktails, Yeah, it was crazy, Paper Cat. I mean, Casey's would charge me like $5 or $7 for a Smittix, and then everything else was really expensive. So, but Casey's was a place where I was a regular, and so I would usually pay for 1 or 2 beers, and then they would usually comp me the rest, which was nice. And then I started promoting there, and so they would give us free drinks. So. All right, what was I gonna do? I was just about to. I pulled up my thing because I wanted to play a song. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, Paper Cat. Yeah. Well, it's just, we people are willing to pay it. It's it's supply and demand. People are willing to pay it. Then. All right. What was I gonna play? Oh yeah, I remember. Here we go. I want to play Rocker. Hey, Slow Drag, how you doing, man? Good to see you, amigo. What's been up? Yeah, Happy New Year to you, brother. Yeah, how have things been? How's music been going? Susie bought an 8-ball of Coke, it's gonna be alright. Jimmy likes to smoke the smoke, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. How much damage can we do to ourselves anyway? Janie sold her pussy for $1,000, it's gonna be alright. Tommy has to sell his ass every single night. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. How much damage can we do to ourselves anyway? People don't have to like you, and you don't have to care. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Johnny won't get a job, it's gonna be alright. Sally just won't come home, she stays out all night. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. How much damage can we do to ourselves anyway? Jojo likes to spike her veins, it makes her feel alright. Little Mike drains a fifth every single night. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. How much damage can we do to ourselves anyway? People don't have to like you, and you don't have to care. It's gonna be alright. 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 Right on. That's awesome, Slow Drag. What kind of merch do you guys move a lot? Man, the only thing I really sell anything for is t-shirts. Like I sometimes sell CDs, but even CDs have kind of unless every now and again there'll be somebody that will be at a show and be like, oh my god, I've never heard you guys, you're amazing, and and they'll be like, I'm gonna pick up every CD, and that will happen on occasion. But for the most part, I mostly sell t-shirts, at shows. And then now with the books have been moving pretty well. In fact, I've got only 10 of the first book. I only have 10 left, so that's nice. But I still have almost 40 of the second book. So we're done with lies. That's fucking. Hey, Retro Roadshow, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, amigo. What about you, Retro Roadshow? Do you guys have merch? Do you guys sell merch? I need to email you about the second book. Actually, it seems I missed some communications from you. And wait, and you didn't get it? I did mail it out. I did mail it out to you, Edgemon. And I do have a what do you call it? I have a tracking number. I didn't supply the tracking numbers to everybody because I didn't. Okay, all right, good. Then yeah. So it was mailed out. I do have a tracking number. I will get that to you and we'll figure it out. But you'll just have to give me a second to. Could you whisper me your address again, because I just need to find your postal code so I can find it, because it's all predicated on postal codes. But we do shirts right now, working on the album, but that's been dodgy with our bass. Oh yeah, okay, well, all right, and you can't and you're not you're not interested in just like playing the bass. Awesome, thank you, Edgemon. Yeah, and I'll look it up and get back to you. Well, I try to get things people will use, like mugs, hand towels, or pen sets. I sell a lot of bracelet charms and bracelets made of guitar strings. Oh, that's kind of cool. I do a lot of t-shirts, but many of them are through Teespring. Huh, cool, man. Yeah. That's I've always been. The thing is, like, my place is tiny, and I just don't like maintaining inventory, So I've got maybe about 100 shirts in my closet, just eating up a lot of space. And as soon as those are gone, I think I will use a t-shirt fulfillment service. But I need to find somebody that's not like. The thing is like I'm not in the business. I do not want to be in the business of having somebody make a t-shirt, have me make $1, and then like them selling a t-shirt for somebody selling a t-shirt for $20 and me making $1 and then making the remainder. Or me selling it for $30 and me making $3 and then making the remainder. Like the thing is like that's just like no, that's ridiculous. You're basically paying me a tiny royalty to sell your t-shirts. Fuck you. The last album I made, I only ordered 150 CDs. I got most of them via pre-orders. Yeah, amen. And for me, like that was the thing is like so. I put down some scratch tracks on bass, but we've been wanting to find someone who loves playing. Oh yeah, sure, that makes sense. Yeah, and that makes sense. And there really is somebody that thinks bass line, like somebody that I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. But yeah, it's a trade-off. Teespring gets me 3 to 20 depending on the product, but I don't have to order any shirts. So yeah, and that's all right. Well, that's all. Maybe I'll take a look at Teespring, because the thing is like I've got like I don't know if I've got the artwork for them anymore. I've got the screen prints. I've got the screens for, because I would make my own shirts, and yeah, and me too. I do. The thing is like, in fact, it's really funny me getting to know my new audience, because the thing is like, because it used to be that we sold mostly girl shirts, right? And we had so we had a ton of. And I would just move girl shirts like all day long. We would sell like $2,000 in merch, and it was like mostly girl shirts. Like what the hell, So well, I mean that was the bigger show, like New York and what have you. But lately it's been double XLs, and so and I didn't realize that. So I would order my normal order of double XLs. I'd sell out of those by like the third show. And I'm like, oh fuck, and then I'd have like 10 triple XLs, and then of course the XLs if you're double XL they don't really fit, so. Yeah, man. Yeah, and making your own shirts. I mean, what happens is, I will tell you, it will fuck up your small of your back and your butt. Like literally your gluteus maximus, your actual butt will hurt because if you're making them on the floor, like that's what we used to do. Now, but I could get the cost per shirt down to $1.50 a shirt. So I bought them for about probably even less than that, because you can get them in downtown Los Angeles. You can get 12 shirts for I think it's like $16. And girls shirts were even cheaper. And then you just buy and we would only do one color, and so we get the screen, we would buy the paint, and we gloop it on, and then you just use the screen, and you just kind of squeegee it up and down. And of course we would occasionally have a bad one, but then we would just discount those. We'd be like, hey, here's a $3 shirt, and people would be like, fuck yeah, it would look all like a fucking crazy but people would be like, yeah. They do last a long time. I mean, they last probably 100 washes, Paper Cat. Because we would get quality paint, but it's like, it's not, yeah. Yeah, and that is, yeah, that's that's exactly, yeah, you have to get screen printing ink. The thing is and you can, and usually, like in Los Angeles, there was a screen printing like row in downtown LA where you could literally go across, and here's where you could buy the squeegee, here's where you could buy, I mean, you could actually buy big screen printing presses and stuff like that, but you could also buy the individual components. That's where you could find all the paints there, and they had oil-based paints and they had water-based paints, and we would use the water-based paints because they cleaned easier, but they didn't last as long, or maybe it's like vinyl-based paints or something, but there was water-based paint, and then either vinyl or oil based, but and the oil ones or the vinyl ones or whatever they would last longer, but they would also fuck up your screens over time. So and the screens, not only were they kind of pricey, well, the screens were maybe about $40 or $50. They weren't super pricey, but at that point in time I was pretty broke. But going back making my way back down to downtown, because I was living in Pasadena, and living in Eagle Rock. Getting back downtown was always a pain in the ass, so yeah, anyway. Yeah. So you can have all that, you can do all that stuff online, and you're going to pay a little bit of a premium, but again, so if you order the water-based screen printing paints, and just get the small bucket, because a small bucket will last you 500 shirts. And so that was the thing. So we'd do batches of like 300 or 400 shirts, and then we'd always have paint left over. And we would just sell. Was that the shirt that you sent me, Paper Cat? Because it really was a super great quality. Yeah. So yeah, it was a really nice shirt. I've only washed it once, but it didn't fade, or the colors did not change at all. And so I'll let you know. I'll let you know 10 washes in. Okay. I've got time enough for one last one, everybody. So I'm gonna do "Can't Last Forever," just as a big anthemic, lead. And then so if you guys are around tomorrow, I'll be here from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna take the weekend off, but I'll be right back here on Monday. Stickers are free, buttons are $1 or $2, shirts and hoodies are in the middle, and something for around $50 for guys with big. Oh, really? Oh, that's Yeah, that's I bundle. So I will. So basically, what I'll do is I sell. It's funny. I sell. Usually, I'll sell bumper stickers. I'll sell bumper stickers for like $5. Or I've got various kinds of stickers. The small stickers are free. The Claudia stickers are like $3 to $5. The bumper stickers are $5. And then what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, if you want 2 T-shirts and a CD, I'll throw in the Loose Tongues EP. I'll do that for $35 and throw in the Loose Tongues EP and 3 stickers. That. So I do that kind of stuff. So, Like people putting in $20 instead of the suggested 10 kind of thing. Yeah, that's I've never tried that. Hey, dear Respirator, how you doing, man? Hey, man, that's awesome. Thank you, brother. That's the only way the band is gonna grow. You know, I'm not doing it. That's what albums are you playing, or what music are you playing? But that's genius. I love you, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, amen. And that's that really is like CDs. We used to move a lot of CDs. We really did. Like we would, because we actually got a lot. We would have a lot of people that came with their friends that didn't have any of our discs that were listening, on the way to the show. And we would have people that would drive like 4 or 5 hours to come see us. The longest drive. What was the longest drive, Eric? I know we had somebody that drove like 8 or 9 hours to come see us. We played a house show in like Pennsylvania or something, and these people drove like 7 or 8 hours to come see us there. But I think we have somebody that drove even longer, like from Salt Lake City to Reno or something like that, and that was a crazy. That's a fucking crazy drive. Yeah, and what's I know that Josh and his buddy drove. Remember when we were doing the living room tour with the Dolly, or not with the Dolly Rots, with the Hot Toddies and New Maximum Donkey. Yeah, yeah, I won't even climb out of bed to see me. CD release parties have the album cost rolled in a ticket price. That's very smart. I've never done that. Yeah, I didn't. That's crazy. Anyway. We'll have to when next I put together my next merch ideas, I'll have to pick your guys' brains again. That's awesome. So can I just say? So this is a very long song, right? And the chorus of this song does not kick in until about 1.5 minutes into the song. And oh, thank you, dear Respirator. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Right on. Thank you. This music reviewer that decided to pass on our album because he only listened to it for 30 minutes or for 30 seconds. Because I literally was like they have a service where they're like they guarantee they'll listen for 30 seconds, and I'm like, so I wrote in the message, I'm like, the chorus doesn't even kick in until 1.5 minutes into the song, so please just start somewhere in the middle if you're going to listen to the song for only 30 seconds, And so the guy only, of course, he begins from the very beginning, listens for the first 30 seconds, which gets you, I think, at the end of the first half of the first verse, but he hears the and he's like yeah, it was something like Submit Hub. I think it was Bit Submit, and yeah, I tried that. I tested all those out for my newest record, Hesitation Cuts, and fuck that noise. So the guy was like, I don't really like the chorus, like the chorus. And I'm like, that's not even the fucking chorus, dude. That's a fucking turn. That's a turn, you fucking shitheel.
With her hand on the wheel and a foot on the gas, she races faster than she ever has been, pushing it past. And deep into the red, she's alone on the road. There's no destination, no, she's got nowhere to go. She's got a wide open road. He lights a smoke with the match, he's got a hustle for scratch. Every day he makes some plays to win another lost back. He's got an angle again, it's just a matter of when. Someday soon he knows his jip is gonna come sailing in. He'll be back on top again. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, the love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, then love me anyway. love it tonight. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it can't last forever. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it only lasts tonight. Tonight, tonight, tonight. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, love it, love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, love it, love it, love me anyway, love it tonight. Oh, 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 she's got a serious need, she's got a dragon to feed. She never knew how simple this living could be. She's gonna make a few bucks because she's been feeling in luck. She's gonna push on through no matter how tough. She's already flying high. Oh, 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 oh. He wrote a new song today, it's all that he wants to play. He's written many, but he's never gonna ever get paid. He's no good at the books, and every time that he looks, he sees another opportunity that he should have took. But still the music plays. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, love it, love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, love it, love it, love me anyway, love it tonight. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it can't last forever. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it only lasts tonight, 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 tonight. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, love it, love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, love it, love it, love me anyway, love it tonight. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, love it, love me, oh, don't stop now, love me tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, love it, love it, love me anyway, love it tonight. Oh, love it tonight. You know, I was thinking that song would be so much fun. Like so. Thank you. If I could, like, the next opportunity I get to play for a significant crowd, you know, I think what I'm gonna do is because I'm just gonna play acoustic, but I think what I'm gonna do is with that song I'm gonna be like, all right, shut down the lights and just put a spotlight on me, and I'm gonna play all the way to the half point of that song, just acoustic, rocking it out, and then when we get to the very last he wrote a new song today, it's all that he wants to play. He's written many, but he's never gonna ever get paid. He's no good at the books, and every time that he looks, he sees another opportunity he should have took. But still the music plays, and right here, with that dun 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 dun, I'd literally have the whole band, the lights would come on, and the whole band would get again, and then all we got is just, and then be like so it would totally be like just me completely by myself, and then dun 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 dun. If all we got is just right now, and then we just extend out that outro, just get everybody singing and extend the outro until people were fucking sick. Yes, that's exactly right, Derek. But it would have
it would totally have to be. So what I would do is if I was playing with friends, friends who were actually a full band, I'd be like, all right, you guys, you're gonna come join me in the very last song. This is where you're gonna kick in, and yeah, I think that'd be a ton of fun. All right, let me so yeah, Howard 5. All right, yes, let's do it. Streaming for the first time in the new year. 2 viewers. Let's go rate Howard 5. Yeah, thank you guys. Seriously, thank you so much. You make this so much fun. Like this is how I practice. You know, this is how I stay on top of my music and dig deep into my catalog. And you make it super fun for me. So thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. I love you guys so much. And my pleasure, Paper Cat. I will try to get you that stuff in just a bit. And yeah, thank you, Cookie. Yeah, see, that's crazy. That's awesome. My absolute pleasure. And thank you, Elix. Thank you very much. Thanks for, yeah, I do want to thank my mods, Elix and Paper Cat and Bobcat and Edgymon. I haven't seen Edgymon in a long time, but man, I fucking love you, dude. I'm so happy to have you here, man. And yeah, thank you, brother. And Eric's here. Yes, Eric Summer. For those of you that don't know, Ghost of Summer is actually the viola player in Get Set Go. So from album number 2, Ordinary World, all the way to album number I think like 7 or 8 or 9.
I say peanut, hazelnut,
Paper Cat.
cashew nut,
All right, let's go.
macadamia nut.
I love you guys.
That was the one that was sent home.
Amen to Respirator. Right back at you, brother.
Going crazy.
Thank you.
You
Love
stop
you,
naming
dude.
nuts. Pine nut, pistachio nut, red pistachio nut, natural,
Yeah,
all
seriously.
natural
How do I ban
white
it?
pistachio nut.
All right, I love you guys. Let's go raid Howard. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Adios. See you soon, hopefully. Boom.